I need to do? I need to edit my stream so the music like transitions into my actual scene. I'm so lazy though. Like I have to go through all these OBS settings and they're like, it's like, bleh, do I really want to? Is it really worth it? I don't know. Anyways, guys, welcome to day 2. Today is Friday, January 23rd, 2026. And some stuff that I was planning on covering yesterday's stream, I didn't even get to because we streamed for over 4 hours yesterday. So welcome, people. Glad to have you guys. Wallflower, Darcy T, Iru, welcome, Lunar, DMT Infinity, I recognize your name, DD63047, welcome, Psycho Kelly, Doobity Doo 2, hello, I see some names that I did not see yesterday. Welcome to my live streams. This is a very chill stream, just like yesterday. We're in here for the laughs. I do provide social commentary throughout the day when we talk about certain subjects and go through things. My best advice is not to take the stream super seriously, because if you do, you probably are gonna get trolled by me. But yeah, so this is for the funs, this is for the lulz. However, if you tuned into my stream yesterday, I ended it on the live stream fails subreddit. And I watched a clip of this Twitch streamer named Lacari, and he was with the OTK group in Mizkip's house, and they were doing a lie detector test. And somebody asked, "Hey, are you into lolicon?" And I'm not going to give you a definition of what that is. Like, okay, like, I don't even, to be honest, I don't even like discussing this topic for the most part. However, it's also insane to me because it's also funny. It's funny, bad. It's funny, bad, and just terrible. It's all around. Like, it's just bad. This guy, this really big Twitch streamer, exposed himself, not physically, but digitally. He brought up a notepad. All right, now we're gonna watch some videos about this so you can see stuff. I got some clips and things. But apparently this dude, this Lacari guy, I did a little bit of digging into this guy, okay? And I'm a little surprised that a lot of people didn't see the warning signs. And mind you, look, I'm not super invested into Twitch, okay? I don't know a lot. I've never even heard of this guy until literally last night. But one of the things you have to understand is that, sorry, I just had a complete brain fart. Oh, Lacari exposed himself. He essentially was live streaming, right? And he was sharing his screen like streamers do, and he popped up a notepad folder which had text up there and was like highlighted. It just said teenage couples. But that notepad link actually linked to a download folder. And I happen to see an actual, I'm not going to, I'll take you to the censored screenshot. But in this notepad folder of downloads, it's really bad. And it was 600 gigabytes worth of these downloads, which, of course, you know, when you expose yourself in 4K on live, it's really, sure, it could be malware. Sure, it could be a virus on your computer. Sure, Jan, sure. 600 gigabytes is a lot, though. And we're talking titles that was like, and I'll show you the uncensored, the censored screenshot. But I saw the uncensored screenshot, and it was all the title names of these videos, these corn videos. Which, like, if you're into corn, I don't care. But it's concerning because all these titles are like illegal. Everything, literally every title I read was illegal. Things like teen farm girl and a horse go on a farm. I'm dead ass. Like, there's mixture of like animal screwing titles and teenagers, minors, like teenagers, like practically in every single title of every single download. Which is like, I mean, it's self-explanatory. I don't need to go into detail about that. Like, he has a porn folder of probably a lot of illegal stuff. But when I looked into this, right, there was stuff in the past of this guy that I don't know how nobody picked up. Genuinely. Like, there's statements that he has said, things that he has said on stream, that I'm just like, how did nobody make this connection? Okay? How did nobody make this connection that this is a weirdo degenerate? And look, we're all degenerate in our own ways. Every single one. Even I got my own degeneracy, but nothing illegal. Nothing illegal. I stay away from that stuff. So the thing is, Lacari is associated with a bunch of live streamers on Twitch. A bunch of them. Like, they're all friends with him. Now, in the clip that we ended the stream on, where he was doing a lie detector test, okay? And they asked him, like, are you into lolicon? He's like, yeah. And then he says, but not like that. That's what we ended the stream on yesterday, right? This was, what, 2, 3, 4 years ago? And from that statement alone, like that clip, I don't know how no one caught on to that. Like, if somebody asks you, are you into this thing? And you say yes, but not like that. And that thing pertains to people or cartoons. Okay, let's be clear. Cartoons of animated kids. Yeah, you're a creep. You should be investigated by the FBI. Plain and simple. Can we agree with that? Like, any sort of depiction of kids in cartoon form is you're degenerate, and you probably are. You need to be investigated. Like, that's weird to me. It's gross. It's disgusting. I don't like the depiction. I have stepkids. Okay, it's disgusting to me. It literally is revolting. I don't know how people don't take a stance on this more frequently. Like, if somebody says, I'm into this, and it pertains to cartoon children, like having no clothes or anything, you need to be arrested. You need to be put in a mental institution. And you're not going to change my mind from that, okay? Can we all agree that depiction of children is wrong? This should not be a conversation that I want to debate with anybody. And if you are somebody in the chat who thinks that it's not weird or okay, I will ban you. Flat out. Like, that is like a line in the sand that we do not cross here. Okay? It is weird. It is wrong. It's gross. It's just, no. Anyways, with that introduction, we're going to watch some videos that came out in the last 24 hours, and we're going to go through... Well, actually, no. Before we even do that, I want to go on to... let's transition the scenes here. Okay? I want to go on to this post on Twitter specifically. All right. Now, this Twitter post, I guess this is an ex of his. Lacari and I broke up 1.5 years ago. When we dated, I asked to see his corn folder because I heard that he had allegations. I did my due diligence when I suspected something was amiss. When I couldn't find anything crazy, I stopped suspecting. I was clearly wrong. The worst I saw was I don't even know what NTR is. Hentai. But now I know he could have hid the worst of it. I don't know why people keep associating me with him when he has a new girlfriend, which, well, he's not going to have a new girlfriend now. Definitely going to break up. Mind you, I do want to clarify, before we even get into this, he's already been banned on Kick and Twitch. They completely yeeted him off the platform. As they should, when you have a Twitch streamer, like, who reveals that he's into things that are illegal. But I wanted to watch this video, which I actually haven't watched this yet. I don't even know what we're going to be watching. But I'm assuming because she's linking it, it's telling. I don't know.
Yo. Hi. Yo, what up? See one?
Now, this girl who's talking is his girlfriend at the time. Cuco goes through his degen folders, all right? This is what it is. It has 40. This was 3 years ago. A top comment, this did not age well. Go figure. This is 5 minutes. All right. I actually don't know what this is. Again, a lot of what I do here is unscripted. I have a very light outline of things I want topics. I don't know what's going to be said in this.
Want to tell Chad about our bonding moment yesterday?
Is it okay?
Yeah, sure. You can tell them.
I'll do anything for her.
You're not gonna hold back on what I'm gonna say, right?
Is that her natural voice? Does anybody know? Yeesh.
Whoa, slow down.
Ends here.
How much are you going to tell them?
Found you.
You're going to tell my chat everything.
Everything.
You're going to tell my chat everything.
Everything.
You're going to tell my chat everything.
Is this real? Is he just was he just repeating himself? What the?
Huh?
Can you handle
Are you
Okay.
ready?
You're not gonna tell them everything, are you?
So yesterday, I asked Lacari how much of a degen he truly is, because I don't think he's actually that degenerate. I think he's like faking it.
Okay, so his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, thinks that he's faking his degeneracy. Okay.
And he was like, "No, I'm definitely a degen." And I was like, "Okay, prove it. Screen share me your folder." And he's like, "Are you?"
Lacari, you're getting cucked,
I was
bro.
like, "I want to see it.
Another day in the
Show
office for you,
me-
though.
Show me the folder." And he spent like
All right.
20 minutes compiling, and it turns out he's got like 10 different folders, because what happens is after a certain while he abandons a folder and starts a new one. So he has pictures from like 6 years ago that he doesn't even remember he has. And so
I'll deal with
we spent like an hour or two going through
Prove your
6 years of pictures.
6 years of pictures? How the fuck do people even do that, man? Like, I barely have anything on. You know what? I have thumbnails that I use. Those are the majority of my pictures and animals and dogs. Like, I clean my PC so frequently, and like I ever have so much stuff is organized, and like I don't like having stuff saved on my computer. 6 years of
6
content.
years.
You're
And I
actually
saw
telling
the
them
evolution
everything.
of his taste. And I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him something that is wild.
I never.
You don't tell them. Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
You're a fake degen.
What do you mean I'm a
It's
fake
literally
DJ?
the same type of picture and pose for all your freaking pictures. Just different characters. He is a fake degenerate. I thought there would be some really depraved shit. It is the same thing. All the folders have the same thing. I'm more degenerate than he is.
Okay, you know what's weird about this? Is it normal for people to have actual corn folders on their computer, like just compiled? Like, I remember when I was a teenager and just turned like 18, 19. Yes, I had a corn folder, but that's like when you're young, right? And you're like, when you're young, when you're like in your 30s, 40s, I think it's a little bizarre when you start having when you have a dedicated folder to specifically corn, in my opinion. Maybe I don't know. That's just weird. That is bizarre.
And I just thought I'd just, reveal it to chat to let you know that this guy,
weak.
he's been farming the whole entire time. We did end up watching hentai together, though. So that was kind of cool.
What would you? So this girl dated him. First of all, I don't even know. Like, look, this dude's. Why would you admit that? Why, as a couple, would you say, "Oh, we've watched hentai together on a public live stream"? That's so bizarre. Like, okay, look, if couples want to do that, that's fine. Go do your thing. But like, why would you tell the internet this? Why would you tell the internet this?
And then we critiqued which parts was our favorite. And you know what was really interesting? The hentai he picked was he watches NTR.
I don't. What are you fucking talking about?
I don't. Does anybody know what NTR is? Educate me. I don't want to look on Google NTR hentai. I don't want to look. I don't know what that is. I don't want it in my search history.
Oh, that's not even the part I like. That's not even the part I like. That's not even the part I like. That's not the part I like. You're fucking. I can't believe you right now. That's not even the part I like.
I can't even remember the name of it.
There were like fucking 5 different scenes, and that wasn't even the part I liked.
No, all of them were NTR related. The first one was about how like some girl and guy got captured by another couple, and the boyfriend had to watch the girl eat another girl out, and the other girl was like eating her out. And then later on, there was like, oh, there was this one girl who
It's cheating. No, it's not cheating. If you're in an established relationship and you want to watch corn with your partner, there's nothing wrong with that.
was coming on to another guy, and she was seducing him, but he had a girlfriend. And so as he's like, you know, really getting it on with her, she's like, by the way, I called your girlfriend over, and she's coming here any moment now. So if you want to put it in, you have to choose between me or her. And Lacari was rooting for the cucker? The one who's cucking. He was like, the one who's cucking really loves this guy. She deserves to have him. Meanwhile, his girlfriend did nothing wrong, and she's just, you know, strolling down, excited to see her boyfriend. And we cut to the scene where the guy's like, you know,
You really enjoyed that.
fucking the girl, but we don't know which
You
girl. 'cause
really enjoyed that hentai, didn't you?
Your dead comrade.
Let me just finish. Let me finish. And so all we see is like the behind the scene where the guy is fucking a girl, and there's like these two legs, and we don't know which girl is moaning. Well, there wasn't any sound because he was hearing his monitor, so maybe we could. But I was like, so which girl won?
NTR is basically cuck stuff. Okay, thank you, Darcy.
And it was the girlfriend who won. But Lacari
What does NTR stand for, though? Like, what's the abbreviation?
was like, man, this made me mad. And I was like, why? He's like, because the other girl deserved to have him. And I was like, the other girl was trying to cuck him. What do you mean it made you mad? It made you mad because she didn't cuck him fully, I'm guessing? I don't know. But yeah, so here's the surprise. He watches NTR hentai,
I don't
and
fucking.
his
That was
porn
literally
folders
the
are
one.
weak. They're weak. They're weak. That's it. Thank you.
Are you? She fucking lost the goal. She lost the goal. Yo.
Okay, let's look at the comments. Let's see. Let's go to newest. Bro said he got a lot of corn. He made a double check. She's so stupid. She's so stupidly dumb. Like, dear God, how stupid do you have to be to believe he was using those 20 and anything and moving his files? Damn, she's a demon. Hey, Grok, replace the gameplay with the background with League of Legends. Jack's. His whole shtick revolves around anything and everything involving cartoon girls that look like everything like him. I mean, 9+ years. This aged like milk. Also, why does she talk like? Yeah, I don't know if that's his. I find it really weird when people talk. I don't know if that's her natural voice. Look, there's a couple people I know who have naturally really high-pitched voices that do sound like that. I've talked to them, but I don't know if that's a real voice. It is fucking weird if people intentionally change their voice like that. Honestly, even ignoring the current state of Lacari's douchebag debauchery, I have to say, how the fuck do these women make the conscious decision to fall in love and date these kind of men? What do they even see? Not funny, not good looking, not even a good person. How does it happen every time? Women's intuition, bro. What a broken thing. I don't... That's... I do wonder, man. I don't... Honestly, it's kind of strange that she linked this, right? Because all I see is this Twitter post. It kind of makes her look like... I mean, she says in this post that she was clearly wrong, right? So she is saying, like, I was wrong about this, but, like, posting this doesn't really make her look too good. In my personal opinion. But, let's continue. Let's go to this one. So we're gonna see, this is what we're about to watch here is the original clip, which kind of sparked all of this, all right? This is the original clip.
K feeds. Let me at least add a way to the list of champions that I like.
Now, I'm gonna stop it right there. Okay, look, he opened this notepad folder. Do you see that text right there? This, all from this, is where everything went to where it went.
This Twitch streamer just accidentally opened his corn stash live on stream, but I want to make something clear. We're not talking about the usual corn stash where you'd see bups like Riley Reid, Sasha Grey, or Sophie Rain. No, we're talking about the illegal kind of corn stash filled with Clash Royale miners who look like the berserker from Clash Royale. But instead of immediately ending his stream like any normal potential PDF file, he decided to keep streaming for like a whole other hour, where he tried numerous times to try to gaslight his chat. He even tried to craft some false narratives like, guys, I must have a virus on my PC. Let me boot up malware bytes and scan my PC.
Text files aren't viruses, okay?
Okay, see, I haven't seen this. This is new. This is brand new to me. Did he really go down the virus? Dude, a virus is not going to download like 600 gigabytes of corn. Are you serious? And look at his chat. Address me. Oh my God. Holy fuckerino. I didn't realize it was like, see, I only saw the original clip of like the notepad stuff popping up. This is all new to me.
Continue with free. Can I start my scan?
What are you trying to do now?
Oh my Lord.
Scan by PC. I don't have any threats. Virus free.
The funny part is that
You are the threat, Lacari.
I genuinely feel like he was praying that he had a virus, because then he could have gone with the angle that, see guys, I have a virus on my PC, and that's definitely why I had some cheese pizza link pop up on my notepad. But obviously, no one in his chat was buying his BS. Even Malwarebytes wasn't buying his shit because it didn't find any virus. Let me tell you exactly what happened.
It was most likely a troll from his chat to send him that. I hope you're joking, bro. You're not going to sit here and defend this, right? This is a guy who's literally talked about, like, constantly watching.
So we're all on the same page. Essentially what happened is that Lacari's running Windows 11 on his PC, and during his stream, he decided to boot up Notepad. But little did he know is that the thing with Notepad is that on Windows 11 is that if you close it off and you reopen it, it's going to pop up the last thing that was showing on your Notepad. For example, me, if I boot up Notepad...
Yeah, this is right, by the way. I know this because I've used Notepad myself. Don't try to blame it on a troll, bro. Don't be like, a troll did this. No, don't defend this guy, dude. I'm telling you, if you're gonna defend Lacari, you're a wacko. Get the fuck out of my chat, you fucking weirdo.
You see, like, something popped up. Okay, so this is my filter on Path of Exile that just popped up. But what I'm trying to say is that this whole, oh, I've got a virus on my PC. Oh, I don't know why this link appeared on my notepad. That whole angle doesn't work, Lacari. And to give you an idea as to how horrible the content within the links that Lacari accidentally exposed really are, and I do want to be transparent here for a second and say that this is research I personally didn't do and wasn't comfortable doing, but fortunately for all of us, some people on Reddit actually did the research themselves, and
Yep, this is true. This is true. So the people found the original source of the download links
click
from
on
that.
those sus links that Lacari accidentally leaked and confirmed that the content within them is absolutely despicable. We're talking about lollipop content. We're talking about content that features Clash Royale miners and animals. This is beyond despicable, bro. I mean, I always knew that Lacari kind of looked like EDP, but I didn't want to say nothing, but now it looks like he actually might be like EDP. And to be clear, supposedly when they're saying
EDP lost weight. What do you know? All those he had a cupcake diet.
teen, they're not talking about the category that you would find on sus websites where teen is short for 18. No, we're actually referring to a Clash Royale miner teen. Someone on Twitter even went through.
Okay, so this is the original. Mind you, it's actually super longer. I saw all these names on the original document. It was posted on Twitter, like a scroll document. You couldn't click on anything or anything like that, but it was just like a document with all of these things. And I'm telling you, almost every single one had the word lolly in it and teen. Like practically everything. 600 gigabytes. That's 1,711 files. Like, do you understand how much that is?
All the files within the link and found some pretty disturbing.
Lacari is a friend of Soda Poppin and Mizkif. Not no more. I don't know if you saw what Soda Poppin said, but Soda Poppin said, like, he's stepping away from a 30-foot pole. He doesn't want anything to do with this person, and rightfully so. Anyone who's friends with Lacari at this point, if you're still associated with this person, you either cut contact with them, or you're going to be the next in line, and you're going to be known as the person who sits by and defends somebody who's into this nasty-ass shit.
file names. 6,000 GBs, bro. This is insane. You know oh, this guy's definitely got 6 terabytes of weird shit on his hard drive meme. Well, looks like it's not a meme after all with this guy.
No, but seriously, is hentai legal in Texas? Like to have on your PC?
Did he just say, is it illegal to have hentai on your PC?
Because if it is, I have to delete it. Okay, Grog.
Okay, he's going to Grok. Here we go. AI. Oh, no.
Is having on your PC in Texas illegal?
Did he seriously look this up?
43K? And that's if they think it's like, oh my god. Bro, it's not worth it. Just fucking delete my...
So he just finds out that the H is illegal to have. I didn't actually know Texas had a law against that. They have a law like against any sort of depiction of like
hard drive.
That's good.
At what point do you start asking yourself,
I didn't know that, though.
What the fuck went wrong in my life that I'm now asking Grok whether or not it's illegal to have lollipop content on my hard drive? Smash like and subscribe if you'll never be in a position where you're asking Grok unhinged questions like that. And the fact that he's saying multiple times, I have to delete my hard drive, it ain't worth it. Even Saul Goodman can't save this freak, like he's every lawyer's worst nightmare. But yeah, big surprise, where Lacari lives, having lollipop content inside of your hard drive is against the law. And inside that disturbing link that he accidentally leaked, there was apparently an unhinged amount of lollipop content. Now, for all of you well-adjusted adults who have no idea as to what lollipop content is, well, it's essentially the exact same thing that Chris Tyson was gooning to and got cancelled for. We're talking about anime videos or anime drawings of 5,000-year-old characters, but who have the physical body of a 7, 12... And those anime Clash Royale minors, well, at least in the links that Lacari accidentally leaked, well, they're most likely drawn and involved in some sus disgusting activities. Now, I really don't know how Lacari's gonna come back from this, because in the whole stream,
look, you don't come back from this. At this point, you don't come back. There are just certain things you don't come back from. And this is one of those situations where no matter what you do, no matter what you say, you're donezo, you're cooked.
Clearly tell he was stressing out, schizoing out. He was self-incriminating himself pretty much by saying, I need to delete this. I'm gonna delete this. Oh, is this illegal? I'm gonna have to delete this if it is. Like, he was saying a bunch of stuff that you just don't say if you're not guilty. But the funniest part about all of this is that people on Redditards are unironically digging into Lacari's past, and they're pretty much releasing the Lacari files. Some people found an old clip of Lacari admitting...
this is what... Oh, this is... I didn't even know this was in here. This is what I ended my stream on, was this clip. This clip specifically, dude. Like, the fact that people didn't... Everybody in this room right now... I know Ms. Kiff, that's the cat girl. I don't remember her name. I don't know who the other people are. But the fact that, like, no one had an issue with what he said here is huge. Huge. Like, if I was in this room with these people, the first thing I would do is like, okay, well, I'm good. Bye. I'm leaving.
That he goons to the same stuff that Chris Tyson goons to.
Do you like lollies?
Yes. Oh, no! But not like that.
Holy fuck.
What does that even mean?
I mean, his shit's spiked, but I think it's just actually...
Not like that!
You're playing fucking Snake over there, what are you doing?
Not like that!
Well, it turns out it was like that.
I'm joking about it! What the fuck, dude? What are you just writing your own narrative? You're just writing your own narrative, man!
The fact that this happened this long ago, 3 years ago, and they had that, he said that, and no one batted an eye. Like, Ms. Kiff, you're a fucking retard. Okay, Ms. Kiff, you're stupid. You're so dumb. I would have kicked somebody out of my house instantly if they said something like that.
What the else do you want me to do? What do you want to do? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't do anything. I didn't fucking do anything.
Oh, man, he is crashing out. Look at that. He is crashing the fuck out.
That's why I'm not fucking crying and sobbing, bitch. I didn't fucking do anything, dumbass. You just want me to be guilty so fucking bad. Shut the fuck up, retard. Jesus Christ, I'm so sick of this. You want me to be guilty so?
Wow, well, if that's not the reaction of someone who's innocent, I don't know what that is. You wanna know what else screams innocent, guys? The fact that he just deleted his VOD while I was researching.
You're just writing your own narrative, man.
Yes, Lacari, you're right. People are definitely creating a false narrative around you opening up Notepad and a cheese pizza link popping up. Like, when people are calling you a creep, they're definitely out there, like, creating a false narrative. But to be fair, I do want to give my man's Epstein Carey the benefit of the doubt here. All he has to explain is, why is it that when he opened up Notepad, a cheese pizza link popped up, but not only that, but the cheese pizza link was highlighted when he opened up Notepad. This tells me that, oh, he must have selected the whole link and copy-pasted it, possibly on a web browser or something. For example, if you don't understand why it's so suspicious to me personally, let me, like, have this, right? Like, have this random text,
I have a small
highlight it,
PP.
and I'm gonna click off and reboot Notepad, and let's see what happens. You see, it's instantly highlighted. So why was the cheese pizza link instantly highlighted when you open up Notepad? Epstein Carey. Don't worry, guys, because it gets even worse. Because when Epstein Carey opened up Notepad, there were several tabs that got open at the same time. One of them being a JBT is a tab. So one Club Penguin tab wasn't enough for Lacari. My boy had two. And once again, for all of you well-adjusted adults who have no idea as to what JBT is, well, even I didn't know what it was, but fortunately for all of us, some Redditards shared some valuable insight as to what JBT actually stands for. And apparently it's like a category, like a forbidden category of people who look like they're Clash Royale minors and they're doing like sus content. Now, I want to ask yourself this question. Would a normal human being have a collection of women that look like Clash Royale minors? Would a normal human being goon to a collection of girls who look like Clash Royale minors? Fuck no, this is something you expect Epstein to consume. Not someone normal, but it seems like everyone's gonna start calling Lacari Epstein Carey. Let me just emphasize that Epstein Carey's decision to keep streaming after exposing himself with that link was probably one of the worst decisions he could have ever made. Not only was he clearly stressed out, schizoing out, and trying to come up with some BS excuse like, oh guys, I've got a virus on my PC. Someone else gave me the link. But his chat was just cooking him the whole time.
Pedophile,
I need lawyers.
But I wasn't kidding. When that virus excuse didn't work, when Malwarebytes said, bro, you ain't got no virus. I don't know what you're saying right now. He actually tried to blame another streamer for supposedly giving him the link.
Why would you stream it?
Actually, Mizkif linked it to me.
Oh,
He did.
what? He's saying that Mizkif linked him this stuff. Oh my.
Okay. Nice. That is absolutely defamation, and I will be suing you for that.
Ghost put those. Okay, first off, you're fucking.
But anyway, smash like and subscribe if Lacari is EDP's brother.
I just subscribe. I've never seen this Darth Vader. I've never seen this guy before. This is the first time I just subscribed to his channel. Good shit.
Lacari just had what might be the worst on-stream accident in Twitch history, and the fallout was so severe he got banned from both Twitch and Kick on the same day. And honestly, after you hear what happened, you'll understand why this isn't one of those bans that gets walked back after a few days. On January...
Yes, you can absolutely sue for that. Dude, people don't understand what defamation is, okay? Defamation is when you accuse... defamation specifically falls... If you accuse somebody of doing a crime, that is what defamation falls under. You cannot just sue somebody for freedom of speech, right? But if you accuse somebody of doing an illegal act, you can sue them. And you most likely will win. But a lot of people don't understand that you have to accuse somebody of a crime, doing criminal things, in order for defamation to really count. If I say, I think so-and-so is a this, or I think this about so-and-so, that's not defamation, it's freedom of speech.
January 22nd, Lacari was doing what he usually does, just streaming and hanging out with his chat, nothing unusual. Then he opened Notepad on stream. Now normally, accidentally showing your Notepad is no big deal. Maybe you've got some passwords written down, maybe a shopping list, worst case scenario, some embarrassing personal notes. But what was in Lacari's Notepad was something else entirely. The document contained a list of URLs with descriptive labels next to them, and according to viewers who saw it before clips got taken down, those labels weren't describing funny memes or cool websites. People who captured screenshots say the labels included terms that directly referenced illegal content involving minors. We're talking about stuff that will get you not just banned from streaming platforms, but potentially in serious legal trouble. Multiple viewers reported seeing terms like jailbait and references to underage individuals. At least one label allegedly mentioned bestiality. There was also reportedly text that said family nudism, which, if you're not aware, is a term that gets thrown around in certain dark corners of the internet as a way to disguise exploitative content while trying to maintain plausible deniability. Now, the moment Lacari realized what he'd just shown to thousands of people, you could see the panic. He immediately said something along the lines of having no idea why that was there. He even seemed to suggest maybe someone else put it there, though exactly what he said depends on which clip you saw before they all got nuked. Here's where things get even worse for him. After the initial shock, Lacari stayed live and tried to do damage control. He told his chat that he'd been browsing some website and these files got downloaded without him triggering a download. He
Yeah, that's a
claimed
lie,
he opened
bro.
the text document, saw what was in it, and immediately deleted it. Then he said something about Windows 11 having a bug where even if you delete a text document, it apparently still stays there. Streamer Quinn69 actually tested this theory live on his own stream, trying to replicate this supposed Windows 11 bug. He deleted Notepad files and checked if they would mysteriously reappear. Spoiler alert, they didn't. There is no such bug. When you delete something and empty your recycle bin, it's gone. But even if there was some weird technical issue, Windows 11 Notepad has this feature where it automatically restores your previous session. So when you open Notepad, it shows you the tabs you had open last time. That means for this file to show up, it had to exist on his computer previously. It wasn't randomly inserted by malware at the exact moment he was streaming. It was there before, and Notepad just reopened it. During his attempt at explaining himself, Lacari did a live malware scan on stream. Both Twitch and Kick banned him on the same day, which tells you how seriously they took this. Platforms don't coordinate bans like that unless something is genuinely severe, and this is severe.
No.
We're not talking about saying something offensive or showing a banned game or having an accidental wardrobe malfunction. This is content that's illegal to possess in basically every country on Earth.
Well, I mean, I just started talking about the Lacari shit. That shit is insane. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even. I mean, I saw it like 20 minutes after it happened.
He just got exposed by his ex on LSF. What's LSF?
Because
that's live stream fail, right? That's live stream fail. Let's see. Oh, here we go. This was supposed to be we were talking about. So this is the girl that we would listen to earlier talk.
Before, like previous, I think I mentioned it before. Like previously, I had a really very traumatic past with like sexual assault.
She's pretty.
Imagine telling your ex that you got diddled as a kid by a family member and then finding out on the World Wide Web that's the sick shit he jerks off to.
Oh.
And now you question every interaction with him, thinking, is he getting off to the ideal? Like I had some really bad like triggers yesterday.
Oh my god, I feel bad for her now. Holy shit.
That was a lot for me. And I, you know, it was a lot for me. Like I just didn't expect it. That's why I'm so fucking disgusted and so fucking repulsed. Like shaking.
Oh my god, that is horrible. That is disgusting. I agree. That is fuck, dude. You know what's bad is now there's going to be really a lot of people who are fucking going to be trying to troll her from that shit. Because one, she just dropped a really personal thing right there. Like, kind of, she didn't go into a lot of details. She doesn't need to, but like, that's fucked up, dude. That is fucked up. That is really fucked up. That was 12 minutes ago. I'll look at the comments here. This is so sad. You can pass terms of videos. There were so many things Science he was into. Weird stuff. It's about time these. That's another thing. Like, that's what I was saying earlier in the stream, man. I don't know how people just ignored all this. This is why even just looking at that shit is harmful and disgusting as doing the actual abuse. You see that reactions by a victim. Imagine having that moment on tape and being said to thousands of other pedos. Lacari belongs in jail cell. He needs to have the internet. I agree. Like, dude, this is disgusting. That is horrible. That is horrible. Ugh. Wait, what's this? Is this a new Chud Log? I watch Chud Logic from time to time. What is this?
You can see the link. Oh, wait a second. Oh, fuck, dude, I've lost sight of that. In the uncensored video, you can see the link is highlighted when he opens the notepad. Really? Right, the Goon Sesh. Dude, bro, I've got too many notepads open. This is confusing. Wait, bro. Dude. Oh! Oh, no! Okay, let me check the original clip.
Let me at least add Wade to the list of champions that I like.
Dude! It's highlighted.
Yeah, it is highlighted.
It's highlighted.
It's not fake,
it's
man.
It's highlighted, dude! It's fucking highlighted, bro! No! Dude, because I've seen it censored so much, I forgot. Dude, it's highlighted. Okay. One final thing to check this.
You're raped.
Okay. This is what it looks like, okay? So imagine that's the link, okay? It is literally like this. I'll replicate it. It is like this. It's like this, bro. So there's, like, it is literally like the link is highlighted because he's copied it. Control-C, browser. Bro. Dude, isn't that interesting, though? Dude, isn't it interesting that because we've seen it censored so much, we've forgotten about that basic point, which only further proves his fucking guilt, bro.
Yep.
That's case closed.
No, this is a case closed thing. Like, you can't. There's no way to get around this, man. You got exposed, and you should face the repercussions of that. And FBI should be at his door. I genuinely expect to see an article within the next week or so that, you know, he's had a raid on his house and he's being arrested for, you know what. It's gross. It's disgusting. Let's move. I think this really just establishes that this person is guilty of exactly what they tried to defend themselves against. I don't really want to talk about too much more about it because it is what it is. Like, the guy's a pervert. The guy is a PDF file. Okay, I think I can accurately say that I have no qualms about or skeptic of associating him with that at that point. But next up, I want to move on to this. I don't know if you guys saw, but there was this Reddit mod stuff with Moist Critical. I've seen clips of this Reddit mod, but I want to watch this video. Let's watch it together, of a full compilation of like the timeline of what exactly happened. Because all I know is this mod got banned off of a Reddit. He was like a moderator of a subreddit, and he got yeeted, and he's went ballistic after everybody. And I want to watch it and catch up because, again, I'm not always terminally ill on the internet and catching up with everything. So let's do this. This channel I recently just subscribed to. It's called Internet Versus, and it really helps. It's been really helpful, this channel, because I've been able to watch things, and it's been able to condense information in a really easy to understand way, and I love stuff like that. So we're gonna watch it together. Let's catch up with this.
He treated a Reddit mod from the livestream fail subreddit got removed from his position, causing him to post a
so it was from the live. Okay, so it was live
video online calling out the owner of Reddit, Spez, and saying he as a moderator should be treated as a celebrity. It all started because he was accused of promoting a scam on the subreddit, saying both himself and LSF were directly affiliated with a $20 million game show.
What? I mean, that sounds pretty fraudulent. A $1 million fan, $20 million, okay.
Which involved popular streamers like...
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the only person I don't know any of these streamers outside of Extra Emily, who I cannot stand. I cannot stand her as a streamer. I literally want to blow my ears off. And then I know S-Fan. I know vaguely who he is. I don't know, other than those two people, I don't know any of them.
Extra Emily, where fans of said streamer could get involved with the show and split the $20
million fans pose one-of-kind reality show where fans just don't watch the action, they become the stars. Streamers and their most dedicated fans become together the shot, same glory, and grant of 20 million prize. What?
$20 million prize pool. However, after Critical made a video on the situation calling it out, the entire game show's website and promotion vanished.
$1 million fan show promoted by Livestream Fail, along with several creators from Mythical Talent, have seemingly deleted their Discord. Oh my god. That is kind of weird. What? I didn't know there was an actual...
And the moderator promoting it was removed from his position. This all accumulated to the Redditor going live on air, saying that he could destroy Charlie by proving this was never a scam in the first place. There's a lot to get into, so let's just jump in. Welcome to the internet versus Reddit mod Crash Out. It starts when the whole $1 million fan promotion goes viral, with people calling it out and reacting to it, like Zach Bousset, who tweets...
Is a show promoted by Livestream Fail on several creators. He similarly deleted after one creator involved actually claimed she had no idea what she... Extra Emily claimed she had no idea what she was promoting, and oh my god, dude, how do these fucking people, like, these are huge names and you're promoting things you have no idea about? Like, you don't look into your... Dude, I've had sponsors approach me and I've looked into it. I'm like, I don't think this is legit, or it's super fishy. And I'm not in... They're like, oh, we'll give you $3,000 if you talk about this for 2 minutes on your live stream. No, this does not look legitimate. I don't know who this is. You're a weird company. I don't want to promote fucking a bidet on squirting my asshole on my toilet. No, thank you. That does not fit my style of sponsors. If you want to know what type of sponsors I have, click the description of this live stream right now. Go to vanceglobal.com, use code REPSYOUNG, get 20% off all of your orders, okay? You'll get free shipping combined with 20% off. They ship to all 50 states. They ship the munchies, the puff puffs, everything. First link, Vance Global. That's a real sponsor, right? But these, I've had some, dude, I've had sponsors reach out to me on, like, promoting things like, I'm not even joking, baby diapers, baby food, from water filters, from really fishy mobile games with, like, weird looking anime characters. Yeah, I've said no to so many sponsors on this channel in the past. I don't really get sponsors much these days outside of Vance Global. But they've been with me for almost 4 years now. So if you want some really good munchies and you want to get super, super high, check out Vance Global. First link down below.
Tweets out a clip of Extra Emily with the caption, $1 Million Fan, a show promoted by Livestream Fail along with several creators from Mythic Talent, has seemingly deleted their Discord, closed their Twitter accounts, and had the LSF mod delete the promotion. This after one of the creators involved, Extra Emily, claims she had no idea what she was promoting and did zero research into it. Many had asked her whether this was a scam. The rapid deletion of everything feels like there may indeed have been something nefarious going on here.
Search stuff. I know it's sus. I know it looks sus, okay? Mythic pitched it to me, and I was like, okay, sounds good, but I just don't want LSF to be part of it. Like, are you kidding me? Like, why is there an LSF person? Like they're like and then they're saying like, oh, Emily is backing it up, and I'm like, I just posted it because I had to. Like, I had to be like, okay, I need to tell people about it, but then.
You post something that you don't even know is legitimate? You fucking dumb fuck. Man, I wish I could be a woman and be that stupid. I want to be a woman and be able to be this stupid and be that successful. Please?
The LSF guy's like, oh yeah, Extra Emily totally, like, backs it. I'm like, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, okay? So I don't know what's happening, but for now, just, like, put this, like, put on the side, okay? So I will get more information on it and then let you guys know. So yeah, but I promise I'm like not trying to scam you guys. I apologize, I didn't.
Had to? Is it contract or something? Well, I'm assuming, here's the thing about contracts. If she's making a post about this this scammy, fraudulent, whatever, $20 million organization, here's the problem. If she's saying that she had to post it, that means that she was paid. That's what that means. If you have to post something on your social media, that means that she agreed to post something for money. That's how that works. I know this because I've done it myself. But you also need to, you know, you typically have to hashtag it with sponsor or ad or something, right? That's like a legal requirement you have to do.
Do more research beforehand, but I'm gonna have them do more research and let you guys know.
Oh, you're gonna have other people do your research for you? Come on, you, oh my God. Do your own research. Like, why do you have to look up the people that you're agreeing to sponsor? Oh my God, this makes me so mad, man.
Zach Bousset also followed up their post with some replies of the Reddit mod promoting it. In the caption, some screenshots of a mod at LSF explaining their involvement, documented because they're the only source of any information from this whole thing, and some on-site promotional material from the show on how it would supposedly work, which seemed to be based on fans paying for entries. And then Zach attaches multiple comments, but all of these
pay was never asked nor offered. I reached out to I can't remember the deal of the segment, but it's not a shout out. It says, if she was not paid for it, then why the hell? This seems so weird to me that you would even agree to do something like this without being paid for. Why would she say she had to post what she
These
did?
are now deleted, and some don't make sense without context, so we'll be skipping those. But a few interesting ones are included, like where the Reddit mod says, pay was never asked for nor offered. I reached out entirely on my own because a live streaming game show seems perfectly related to the subreddit, and I thought it would be cool to be involved. I can't reveal the details of this segment, but it's not a shout out. Instead, the gist is that LSF will have a section that has an actual effect on the show / contestants / a prize / etc.
Wow.
In another post, not with money, no. Instead, they are adding a section of the show involving us. It's a whole production studio, and this is their business. They will presumably sell the viewing rights to some broadcasters / TV / etc. This isn't a random internet project. TV show budgets can be quite large. To be clear, this isn't my show that I am putting on, and instead LSF is just working with them. I reached out to them on my own because I thought the show was cool, and that's it. There is a whole studio behind this that is actually running it. I only reached out to them a few days ago to get involved, and this is being organized by others for many months. In another post, a few people had questions about the show and proof that the streamers are actually involved. Here is a screenshot of Extra Emily, a streamer who is going to be in the show, from her Discord. Yes, this is indeed a real show, involving the following streamers, and then he lists the streamers. And the reason why you haven't heard about it is the announcements are going out right now. You will likely see more about the show in the next few days. Then Critical made a video on the situation, and
yeah, I saw Critical's video.
From his video with the caption, Moist Critical dropped an update about $1 Million Fan.
I speculated that it was a big scam, and a lot of Twitch streamers had been publicly put on the website. Some had even made announcements about their endorsement of the $1 Million Fan show, and nothing about it seemed legitimate. I'm not just going to regurgitate everything from last night's video. You can check that out if you want a deeper dive on everything that was wrong with it. But last night on stream, like 45 minutes after I posted the video, they took their website down. Then I was checking their other ancillary shit, and all of that is removed. It seems like they are scrubbing any existence of the $1 Million Fan show from the internet. So like even the Reddit post that the livestream fail mods posted is taken down. I don't know if that was by order of the $1 Million Fan Illuminati, or if the mods that had signed an agreement with them had a come to Jesus moment that they may have been misled, so they decided to take it down. But apparently they also removed like their Discord and their socials, which is a huge blow, by the way, because the $1 Million Fan show had like 5 Instagram followers, so really playing a sad song on the world's smallest violin now that 5 Instagram followers have been cast into oblivion, banished to the shadow.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you guys like Charlie Moist Critical, but I love his content. I just love the way that he talks about things. It's so funny to me. He's such a funny dude.
I feel
one of the few people that I actually watch on YouTube.
My game theory that it was all a big load of hullabaloo, a bunch of hooey. Though
will say, looking at the offer, this should have been something that I think streamers should have been a little weary of, because it feels like it is very odd just looking at it. But I think that does fall a bit more on the agency than it does the streamer itself, because there is a level of trust from streamers with the person that is like managing their brand deals, that what they are getting is not just fucking toilet paper that's trying to wipe their ass with their fans.
And Yora replies, so Charlie basically inadvertently stopped some pretty big name streamers from going on to scam their audience. They should all thank him, to be honest. Max says, if Extra Emily was a man, she would have been crucified by now. Media Literate says, smartest LSF mod. Fell for the shystiest sounding premise. Then people looked at the live stream fail moderators and noticed that Stale 2000, also known as Tarot Card, who made the post on LSF promoting the whole scam, did not appear to show up like Substance, who tweets out, based on a search of the current mod list for livestream fail, it seems that Stale 2000 has been let go from the moderation team of LSF. And then if you scroll down and look at this picture, yeah, Stale 2000 is not on the list. And over on r/GGG Snark, Nacho Man Andy posts Stale 2000, well, his alts, have been removed as mods of LSF. In response to engaging in a business partnership with the $1 Million Fan Show scam that blatantly violates Reddit rules, Stale 2000's alts, Tarot Card, and the Positivity Patrol have been removed as mods of livestream fail. His reign lasted barely a year. Rip Bozo. If you feel like you're improperly banned, i.e. for civility with no links to violating content, I would consider sending a very nice and polite message to the LSF mod team asking to be unbanned. A new suspicious account with no prior Reddit activity has just been added as a mod of LSF. Where is the luck? Stale, you're not smooth. And Chosen Theorem replies, are the rest of the mods Destiny fans? If LSF isn't controlled by his fans, his narrative control there should collapse.
He's okay, but I'm not subscribed.
I imagine LSF won't change
wow,
much,
but you're
to be
subscribed
honest.
to me.
The earth is already salted. But who knows?
Thank you.
Maybe it will go back to being funny streamer clips and not a launching pad for smear campaigns and P defense. And Sharp Earth replies, LSF's natural user base has shifted to Destiny and Asmon fans, so nothing's gonna change. Downtown Fishing a post on the Leftovers H3 subreddit about the situation with the caption, Stale 2000 and then his alt account removed as mods in LSF, just posted to DGG Snark. Things are happening behind the scenes, it seems. And Audra replies, ouch. I got the distinct impression that moderating/manipulating LSF was essentially this guy's entire life. So what shall we do now? Otherwise, this is fucking awesome. And Time Cardiologist says he will probably sign a kick deal. And Golly Shucks replies, maybe he will be to Turkey what Jared was to Subway, except instead of sandwiches, hair transplants, and instead of pedophilia, pedophilia. And it was confirmed when Yeet post that LSF is now accepting new mod applications after head mod is Stale 2000.
Dude, everything about this screams fraudulent. There's nothing about, like, I don't understand how creators are as big as they are and they don't look into anything. It looks so bad on them. Again, I know I said this already, but I wish I could be this stupid and irresponsible and just get paid to be an idiot nonstop.
Was removed from the team.
Like, if you're a big streamer, you have a responsibility to look into the people that you're promoting, specifically sponsors, and whether or not it's legitimate or not. It is your responsibility. If you're part of a YouTube partnership or a network or something, and they give you a recommendation, oh, you should do this, you still have an obligation to do your due diligence and look into what you're promoting. I don't think that's a really disagreeable thing that I'm saying here. Also, I don't know if you could one of you guys, so in the chat, there should be a $sign. Can you click that $sign and see if you have a membership option? Because I had an issue yesterday where my membership option was somehow disabled. So I enabled it, and I want to make sure that it's still up. If you hit the little $sign, it should say membership or gifting memberships should pop up. I just want to know that it's there. Because it's on my actual profile, it doesn't show me anything.
Roll $1 million
when I select it.
With you just posting a post about it. And Seb replies with this picture in the caption, this is him, by the way, and his picture of a Stale in front of the Destiny logo.
Holy shit, and I thought I had a bad receding hairline.
Then over on his Twitter page, Brian Wade, also known as Stale, posts a YouTube video with the title, a message to the CEO of Reddit, Spez, from Livestream Fail's former top mod.
Awesome,
the
thank
full
you.
Thing will be linked in the description if you want to watch it.
I don't know how it got turned off.
Clips started making the rounds, like YouTube posted this clip with the caption, the former head LSF mod Stale 2000 released a video explaining why he was dropped. Here's his message.
I just added membership emotes last night.
Hello, Spez, Mr. CEO of Reddit. I hope you have received this public video that I have created and sent to you via your email. I'm Brian, or Stale 2000, or Tarot Card.
Oh my god! Holy shitterino. I actually haven't heard him talk yet. This is crazy that this is the literal epitome of a Reddit mod.
I was the top moderator of your #1 gaming subreddit, r/livestreamfail, before I was recently removed from that position by the Reddit Code of Conduct team. There were
Oh my god, I can already feel the seethe. He's seething. You already know he didn't put deodorant on that day, too.
There's an announcement related to a live stream related game show called $1 Million Fan. It was basically a game show like Survivor or Big Brother where fans of a streamer compete in different challenges with an influencer or a streamer for various prizes. The kicker here is that there was a grand prize of $20 million, supposedly.
This is how I imagine. I had a Discord mod one time, who was like huge. He was super chunk, and he was always like, he's no longer a mod. I banned him, but he used to be super like authoritarian, and like anytime somebody would like question anything he would do, he would just like ban them and be like, actually, that's just the wrong thing, and I am the administrator of the Repsion Discord, and you need to follow the rules, and do not question me or I will ban you. Anytime somebody would make fun of him, he would just ban them, and then I would unban them. Back and forth, back and forth. Eventually, I got rid of him because he doxed somebody. But the point is like, what is with these people who get such a power ego trip from being a moderator on like a web form? Like, I don't understand how the ego gets so big just doing something so minimal.
But I also had a stretch goal, and that was, what if LSF could be part of the show in some way? I don't know, there could be like a LSF-themed best clip contest. Like, contestants compete in one of the kind of small challenges.
The fact that it's not satire is crazy. I know.
Kind of wins a prize at the end.
Seems like it would be satire, doesn't it?
One of the coolest things that a subreddit has ever done. I mean, being in a freaking reality TV show in a topic that's directly related.
You frickin' fricks! Frickin' fricks!
To the subreddit, how awesome. And what I can tell you, for those who, may not believe that for most moderators, I'm a highly paid software engineer working in San Francisco. I do not need to take a couple $1,000 bribes from, random internet scams, okay? It's really not a secret or very surprising. I got removed directly for the post that I pinned to the top of the subreddit related to the game show or supposed and alleged scam, as well as kind of for deleting comments that were kind of critical of it. Reddit moderators have power. They have influence. An even crazier story is the time when some Twitch employees found me in person and borderline begged me to make sure LSF is not used to destroy the multi-billion-dollar company Twitch. None of this would have happened if I had gotten support from Reddit. If Reddit had offered me partnerships, if Reddit had pipelines to connect with kind of major companies, if Reddit had lawyers that were helping me, like reading over these contracts, reading over these agreements, none of these very real mistakes that I made would have happened.
Oh, so putting the blame on the other people. Well, if Reddit would have given me some lawyers, if Reddit would have done this, if Reddit... Sounds like you're just fucking blaming somebody else for your fucking fuck-ups, moron. I'm a big software engineer in San Francisco, but I'm too stupid to understand and read legal jargon myself, because I'm a retard.
That doesn't mean it's my fault or their fault. It's your fault, Spez. Here's why. Reddit moderators don't need Christmas celebrations or special badges or community or events or team building exercises. No, even the Reddit event budget is barely useful. No, they need real material support. That means access to anything that like a talent manager would give an actual celebrity. So an access to a bounty board or ad deals or lawyers or event organizers or professionals or any.
This man is out of his goddamn mind. This man's a lunatic. He's a goddamn lunatic.
Thing that actually matters. To summarize, Reddit moderators should be treated like celebrities or influencers, not because they deserve respect or anything, but because they actually
This is what happens when you're terminally ill online. It massively inflates your ego with brain. Yes, it does. You know, one of the best things I did in 2023 was fucking step away from the internet as a job. Because there was a point in my life where I was terminally online all the time. I'd browse on the internet all the time, and now I'm barely on the internet outside of live streaming
have real power and influence.
Michaela replies, these fucking freaks look exactly like how you'd think. They have the audacity to speak on everyone else when they look, talk, behave, etc. like this. Unbelievable. I will never regret telling each and every single one of them to neck. They genuinely deserve it, all of them. Ricky Berwick replies to the clip just by saying, lol.
I love myself, my little disabled, crippled man, Ricky Berwick.
Infidelity says, not gonna lie, you got no room to be laughing here. And Ricky replies, if no room to laugh is your way of implying I'm a Reddit mod incel, that's an impressive amount of projection from one laugh. Judd says, just remember, when a mod on Reddit bans you, this is what they look like. Pointless Hub quotes the post by saying, the Shah of Reddit pleads for international support. Smug Alana quotes the post by saying, thought this was parody, because this is exactly how I imagined a Reddit mod to look like. Caleb Hammer quotes the post by saying, they think it's 2013. Reddit has lost all respect. The way the subreddits pick and choose what info to support and suppress is egregious and seen by all. No one respects these moderators. Our culture nor anyone's opinions are impacted by this platform anymore. Reddit is a joke. Kazahana quotes the post by saying, so this LSF Reddit moderator that's crashing out is ex-Twitch staff, has an agenda against VTubers, a classic, talks about how he became a Reddit mod for the power, makes a post on how VTubers aren't being targeted on Twitch. Sure, buddy. You can't make this up. Attaching a cropped post where Brian starts off saying VTubers are not being targeted on Twitch, how a lie spreads. Nicholas Turio quotes the post by saying, this is an all-timer. Autovan Tweetmark says, we could unite America by having ICE deport Reddit mods. Justin Wayne quotes the post by saying, Tim Robinson character. Another account also posted the clip of the Reddit mod, which is now deleted, but Mudahar quoted the clip by saying, I haven't laughed this hard in fucking years. He then tweets out a screenshot from the livestream fail subreddit showing that a post was removed by a moderator, and he captures it, LSF appears to be deleting clips from former Head Mod Stale 2000's YouTube video. And Night Kitten replies, doesn't matter, Moist made a video on it. He's gonna be today's lolcow main character of the internet. Dexerto also then tweets about the situation in the video that we just watched, and Hassan quotes them by saying, Destiny's top...
Oh, we got Hassan we got Hassan! We got fucking Mr. Hassan Piker bitch cunt.
Orbiter who openly turned LSF into a harassment / cyberstalking operation for enemies of his favorite streamer. As
by the way, if you don't know by now, I goddamn hate fucking Hassan Piker. Literally hate his fucking guts. Animal abusing piece of fucking shit.
Has been forcibly removed from his position. He's still bragging that the entire mod team are his people, by the way. And how dare you replies, Stale is the #1 reason your hate threads get taken down. Eat your words soon, dog shocker. He tweets out this clip with the caption, Hassan airs out his grievances with the Stale 2000, accuses him of being in cahoots with Destiny, kickbotting the subreddit, and a harassment campaign through LSF.
The tensions between content creators, like we talk about clippers and clip farmers in general on Twitter. LSF was the method. It was the original place where that exact same thing happened, where you would take someone's clip out of context and you would have every single content creator watch it. And
are you gonna zap your dog, Hassan? You gonna do what you normally do, you fucking piece of fucking shit? Go to Iran.
Give their takes on it.
Go to Iran, since you like Islam so much, you radical terrorist.
And then every single thing that would drive discourse would come from LSF.
Millionaire piece of shit.
Go to LSF any longer. I don't, frequent LSF any longer because it's just all botted into oblivion and brigaded into oblivion. But they did this, and now Yeet does this on Twitter as well in a similar fashion. But they did this to go after Destiny's enemies and to try and present Destiny in a positive light to the best of their ability, even though he kept, fucking up his he kept fucking up his own optics by popping off and doing horrible, monstrous things. Also, Stale and Epstein's Discord already confirmed nothing about LSF will change, and all the other mods on the team are also Epstein orbiters, as Stale is the one that hired them. Yeah, we do the same thing with you, bro. There is nothing that even remotely compares to this level of propaganda, specifically at the behest of one singular individual. Nothing at all. There is no comparison. You cannot point to a single subreddit that, like, my fans have taken over with my direction and use a subreddit specifically to, like, attack people. Something that Ethan Klein does as well to a certain degree, but something that Destiny eats off of forever. This is
Dude, every fucking person who has like online presence, if they are a big creator like Hassan or H3, they all have their own side Reddits that hate each other, and like that's just how the internet optics work, right? Like, fuck, man. They're both like anybody who like just participates in these types of Reddits on like one person hating one person is just terminally ill online at the end of the day. They have no lives. They just spend too much time festering over on our subreddits. They're both bad. Like, I think Reddit, the Reddit thread that dedicates its time to like H3 and like shitting on them, bad. Same with Hassan. Like, I don't like Hassan, but these types of Reddits that like dox people's addresses and shit, fucking bad shit.
his primary focus. This is his primary content. If anything, my fucking community is my biggest op. Banned a bunch of people from the
All these types of online communities are shit.
subreddit and consistently botted and brigaded certain posts against Destiny's enemies over and over again. In many instances, leaned into like, you know, propaganda that was pro-Israel because Destiny's pro-Israel. Like, I don't even know what this person's like. If this guy has his own, opinion on things outside of what Destiny believes, but like his primary purpose on LSF was to, you know, whoever was saying like fuck Hassan's a terrorist. Every Roach King post.
You are a terrorist, you bitch. But I don't think this guy, this horrible, stupid Reddit mod, I don't think he's Hassan's calling this guy a Destiny orbiter. I don't know anything about this. Is this guy an actual Destiny orbital, or is he just labeling him that because he's part of the live stream fail?
Post is botted, negative instant downvote, and positive upvoted. Yes, this is something that other people that use Reddit frequently have noticed as well.
And I really can't stand it when people like if somebody's part of a Reddit or has posted in a Reddit forum, they're like, "Oh, you automatically orbit somebody." You literally can't watch somebody. You can't post. You can't do anything without being called an orbiter of someone else.
Toji replies,
Such a stupid
OMG,
term.
Can you please take Asmon's dick out of your mouth? Shao IRL says, people had to censor Hassan's name during the shocking drama because his posts are being deleted. LA streamer. Then he puts this other clip with the caption, Hassan begs Reddit to take care of LSF and the H3H3 subreddit for him.
Yeah, it seems to me like they're cleaning house, okay? Shouts out to Reddit. Hey, yo, Reddit, good job. You got a W here. I mean, you got more W's that you could work on. You know, go after the Ethan Klein H3H3 production subreddit next, please, okay? My life is yours. I will literally... Okay, listen. Reddit. I know you and I have not exactly seen eye to eye on issues, okay? Let me get up close and personal with you, okay? Let me get up close and personal with you, Reddit.
Ugh.
Ghislaine Maxwell may have been a top moderator in World News, you know, all of these other big subreddits that are news aggregation platforms are actually aggregating Atlanticist, NATO Atlanticist talking points. But let me tell you something, Reddit.
I'm bisexual, and he is one of the most unattractive men I've ever fucking seen, and he's just so ugly and disgusting.
You fucking clean up LSF and you clean up H3H3 Productions for all the endless harassment that they have brought about the streaming community, my friends, and even in times myself, and my life is yours. A lot of people make fun of you, Reddit. They make fun of you. They say, you're a cuck. If you use Reddit, there's an entire TikTok trend making fun of Redditors and the way that people speak, and it's oftentimes exactly like that fucking dipshit that you just X'd out from LSF. I will become a Reddit power user. I will take sexy photos on my laptop while I'm browsing Reddit. I will do everything in my power to make Reddit a powerhouse, sexy as fuck. No one will think. I'll get Zoran Mamdani to get on Reddit. You know what I mean? I'll get AOC on Reddit. We'll be doing AMAs. Ask me anything. Ask you anything.
Why do you suck a terrorist's cock all the time?
Like I said, clean up the fucking harassment communities and my life is yours, Reddit. Okay, I'll use Hassan_Piker every fucking day. Every day of the goddamn week.
And PFP replies, LSF is 90% Hassan hate clips. That's just facts. No political takes, just facts.
Is that? I don't know how true that is. I've only been on live stream fail like the last couple days here on live stream. That's the first time I've ever actually been on there.
And Tom replies, those are the only kind of clips you create when you are a genuinely unlikable person. Scoob says maybe he should stop being a gigantic douchebag. Asmongold also reacts when he'd post a clip of the—
Oh fuck, I cannot stand Asmongold anymore.
Caption, Asmon reacts to Stale 2000 and his hopes for Reddit, attaching this clip.
Have power.
I don't know what I'm gonna watch for the rest of the day, but I already know this is the best video that I'm going to see. It doesn't get better than this, does it?
None of this would have happened if I had gotten support from Reddit. Hello, Spez, Mr. CEO of Reddit. I hope you have received this public video that I have created and sent to you via your email.
This has to be a joke, right? There's no way this is real. Let me see what this. Hassan does a racist. Oh, it got deleted. They deleted it. Yeah, so this is the one that got deleted. This clip is from a video and is not a stream. Remember whenever they posted that edited together video of me being bad at playing Kingdom Come? Guys, I'm starting to think that the rules are made up. Being emotional about this, Asmongold blew up his own mom. Oh wow, this is a new one. If I just take off the laughing cat for a minute and I approach this idea from like a business conceptual standpoint, I think that it's a very weak idea. The reason why it's a weak idea—
I actually was watching Asmongold up until recently when he came out in defense of ICE and the Renee girl being shot in the popped in the head twice. When he defended ICE on that, I'm like, nope, you have went too far. I cannot watch you anymore. And like, I just can't. Even as just a casual viewer, I can't do it anymore. That is a huge take.
Is that
I
it's
can't
very,
stand
very
with.
circumstantial, and it's built off of the premise that Reddit is a core activating factor in a person being successful. I don't necessarily think that's true. I think the reason why he thinks that's true is because he's on Reddit all the time. The fact is that you have people that have almost never, they have no play on Reddit. Like, for example, if you looked at Reddit, you'd think that the most popular streamers on the platform are me, Destiny, XQC, Forsen, Hassan, and let's see who else besides that, Quinn, and maybe 2 other people. But the fact is that there's so many other streamers that are massively popular too. Like, and yes, obviously I'm popular, but look at how popular, for example, Burnt Peanut is, or look at how popular, for example, Queso is, and they're never posted on LSF. So this is built off of the premise of, I think, a false idea. While Reddit can be very useful for somebody to build their brand, I think that has been declining over the years, considering, and I think the reason why is people like this. Why would somebody want to build a brand on a platform that they can't control? So whenever you really look at who—
I mean, that he is right there.
People that are really, like building their brands where they're going, they're doing it on Twitter, they're doing it on, TikTok, they're doing it on Instagram. So this idea that or YouTube, I think YouTube's a huge one. So this entire idea that you need to do this is just totally unnecessary.
Over on our YouTube drama, important question text posts Moist Critical's recent video with the caption, Charlie, Moist Critical, Penguins, 0, uploaded a video in response to a former Reddit moderator's video promoting a scam. Using Charlie's video so that this guy doesn't get harassed, but I have provided it to a moderator so that they could verify this beef was happening on YouTube of all places. The context of this is that Charlie noticed a scam was being promoted by live streamers and by this Reddit moderator, not naming the sub, but is not hard to figure out. I'd recommend a post on subreddit drama for that and the fallout for the sub involved. Great read. This Reddit mod then proceeded to get ousted by Reddit themselves, and this is their response video. In this response, they admit to becoming head mod of their sub purely for power and fame, of life and death magnitude, and admit to delusions of grandeur, including stating that his sub made or broke streamers and could do so again. He then proceeded to blame Charlie for noticing the scam and not contacting him or the other promoters of the scam to ask questions. They also use a notable couple of words such as collaborations and partnerships, suggesting that they expect being a Reddit mod to be profitable. Charlie then notices that video and uploads this response to it, where he very clearly lays out that the scam was obviously a scam from the jump, and basically tearing apart any excuses this dude makes. It's a worthwhile watch, especially if you don't want to spend a long time looking into this. To agree with Charlie, yes, this dude straight up looks like what you expect a Reddit mod to look like, and he chose to look like that and record a video with this look for his response video. though. Not a necessary thing to point out, but one to do anyways. For those interested, I will be linking the relevant subreddit drama post in my first comment. Show that post some love. And Mark Byrne replies, bro really signed up to delete comments for free and somehow arrived at, where's my legal
Let me tell you,
team?
like, I know it's funny that he sent that to the CEO's email. Like, dude, a CEO of like some major website that makes revenue as much as Reddit or big any website's not going to give a shit. That's like me sending the new president of a fucking YouTube, I don't even fucking remember his name. He's some Indian guy who's like crazy about AI. Sending him an email like bitching about him, like you need to stop this AI usage, blah blah. He's not gonna give a shit about what I have to say. Nobody. That's a fucking CEO of a gigantic corporation. Yeah, they're gonna care about what a Reddit mod has to say. Like, holy fuck, who do you think you are?
Talent manager and brand partnerships. And OP replies, straight up, if you ever hear a Reddit mod mention collaborations or anything that sounds similar to that, they're off their rocker. Reddit moderation is volunteer to try and weed out whack jobs such as this, especially since he thought his sub was actually a platform to boost himself up. Honestly, good on Charlie for collapsing this dude's whole empire. Requirements. Tall replies to OP by saying, the whole video legitimately reads like this image. The video Charlie's reacting to, showing a meme of a kid smirking while at a chessboard. Then Stale 2000 fired up a live stream, and he had posted one clip of it where he's talking about destroying Moist Critical with the caption, Stale.
What the fuck are you gonna destroy? How are you gonna destroy Moist Critical? Your hairline is automatically deducting 10 agility points, dexterity points, and 10 intelligence points from you.
2000 on his first live stream, attaching this clip.
That is like I could just destroy Charlie by doing this.
Yeah, dude, you need to go back to Subway, get on a Subway diet, and lose some fucking weight, bro. Like, holy shit, you got the triple chin, hairline. You know, like, look, I am not above making fun of people's appearance, and I will make fun of people's appearance when they look like this and they have an ego as fat as this motherfucker does, okay? Like, all bets are off. If you're gonna go around, like, threatening people and like, saying, like, I'm a micro-celebrity and thinking that your ego is this fucking high, I'm gonna make fun of the way that you fucking look. I'm not taking the moral high ground here. People always like, oh, you shouldn't make fun of people's appearance. Certain people deserve to have their appearances made fun of. This fat fuck is one of them.
Oh shit! Like, do I do this?
Oh my god.
Two. Destroy Charlie.
Chris Heatherly replies, if you only knew the power of Reddit moderators. Think Before You Sleep says, I feel like I was just assaulted after seeing this. Jeld says, I could destroy Charlie is what drama channels will dub as Mama Maxing. Mama Max was the last one that said it.
Oh god. Mama Max! You guys remember Mama Max?
Didn't end well for his career. Okay, granted he destroyed it in other ways as well, but still. Tangerina Part then post this clip on the livestream fail subreddit with the caption, this shit has to be satire, bro, I swear. Oh my god, do I do this? Hell not, twin. And D Jedi replies with the actually meme, and Top Remove replies, I love when a meme is personified. Reasonable Cap says, this was one of your mods. Limafau, just the thought of it is so much funny now. Bucky says, I don't think even Leonardo DiCaprio has the acting chops to pull off such a character. And Substantial Newt says, if only Danny DeVito were 20 years younger. An Individual Carry says, who let Penguin out of Gotham City?
Dude, how is he reading this and not laughing? I'm sorry. Those are some fucking funny ass comments.
Mr. Mansa Musa says, destroy Charlie. Only thing you are destroying is your reputation, bud. Overnight, he's become the face of what we know the Reddit mods to look like. It's over for the mods because of a single guy. And Aileen Ulick says, nah, there was also that anti-work mod, Limafau. That interview was like watching the Hindenburg. And VR Gladiator says, that was a reason the rest agreed to not do any interviews. Forsaken Let says, what was he referring to that could destroy Charlie? And Sing Silly Songs replies, he kept claiming he had irrefutable proof that the game show was not a scam because the creators of the show messaged him on Discord that they had sent all people refunds. Unfortunately, after being asked about it multiple times, he goes back to read the message out loud, which says they're in the process of starting refunds, which destroys his own argument because there's still no evidence that anyone got refunds.
So, yeah.
Anyway, he thought that was enough to bring down Moist Critical for some reason. It turns out Tarot Card was just
if they're talking about refunds, does that mean like the streamers paid money to enter this?
Exaggerating
or
terminally
people
online
paid money for something?
Who took over the sub for attention and power. And Dunderkill says, the thought of that being able to destroy Charlie is hilarious in and of itself. Let's say it wasn't technically a scam. Charlie would just say, okay, I guess it wasn't a scam. It was just a really badly planned show, and nothing at all would change about him or his popularity. An Accomplished Quiet replies, Tarot is an avid Destiny watcher and glazer. He probably saw the clip of him saying Charlie should be sued and drank the Kool-Aid, and not just consuming replies. There's a reason people started doing the man does thing format for Hassan clips and nobody else. He might be a Destiny fan, but he had out-of-touch ambitions for the subreddit that had nothing to do with any feud. Then Hate Watcher posted this clip on the live
You
stream.
could pay for extra entries into the show or something like that. Okay, gotcha.
Subreddit with the caption, "Streamer is unable to show proof for claim that scam victims were refunded. Original claim at the end."
Show proof of the refunds. I don't feel like it.
That's his response. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Oh my god, this guy's off his fucking rocker.
On the website, they said that there will be no refunds. Okay. I do have a message from the organizers saying that they refunded people. That is a log that I have.
Show it, Twinkie.
But I don't,
Show it, Double Chin.
I don't, like, remember... Like, when I say something...
Show it, Lip Injection Boy.
I wasn't expecting that to be, I thought it was, like, an obvious thing. I was not expecting this to be a claim that was being disputed. And so the reason why I said that
This is so bad, man. This is so bad.
I remember seeing clips of this, or like seeing like a streamer saying that people got refunded or something. I don't have this on my hand, and I'm not gonna be able to find it. But like, yeah. So like, if you challenge, like, okay, you don't have to believe me. Like just go. Here's the thing.
He's digging, dude. I love it when people dig their hole deeper. It's one of my favorite things about the internet.
The reason why I'm not gonna do this right now is because it'll come out, right? Like if this is some huge issue, you know, it's viral on the internet, somebody will figure it out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I imagined it. Okay, it's possible. But I'm not gonna like do this back and forth thing. Show the message.
Is he actually gonna show the message here?
Let me see. At the time, we've instructed and to cease all production. We are in process of filling these requirements. We are beginning to refund everyone involved. Okay.
They're beginning to refund.
I guess there was a website, looked a little weird. There was some bad publicity. Everybody called it a scam, and then a bunch of streamers dropped out, and then the event got canceled, and everybody got refunded. None of this is illegal. Guess what? We were the ones to expose it and destroy it before it had the chance to cause any real harm. I mean, everybody got refunded after all.
And Padretero replies, he needs therapy. And Forsaken Peak says, he needs to go outside and touch some grass. And South No says, he's a celebrity. Treat him with some respect. And Forsaken Peak says, this guy keeps digging himself deeper and deeper. And Redditor replies, it's the only hole he ever gets to go in. And Hot Procedure replies, bro at this point is full grifting. Outper City says, am I following this correctly? His response when asked for evidence is, I have a log, but I don't feel like showing it. And someone else will prove it to be true because it will come out. I assume this guy was also dating a girl in a different city. And Leandri's Chelect says, yes, unfortunately that has been the chain of events. This guy is the most Reddit mod looking person I've ever seen. And Cyclone Mafia says, I'm not certain. The mod from r/antiwork who went on Fox News was almost the perfect example of a stereotypical Reddit mod. Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives, Kiko, Salsoud, Coldest Bandito, and Captain Crash Out. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you all in the next episode. A Reddit mod from
That is wild, guys. That is crazy. Oh, he made a so I talked a little bit about the Marvel tournament. Do you guys want to watch actually? Yeah, so what's this? Internet versus West? Wait, is this? Wait, I recognize that guy's name. Hold up. Let's switch here.
content creator by the name of Weast, a 500k sub YouTuber most notable.
I've seen this guy before, Weast.
To the commentary community for defending I'm Alex back in 2019.
Oh, he defended I Am Alex. Okay, that's a great start.
Has had allegations levied against him of by his ex-girlfriend. The former girlfriend Kayla alleges that one day she tried to snoop through Weist's phone and she found Instagram DMs of Weist attempting to contact a 12-year-old girl. At the time, he would have been roughly 20 to 21 years old. She also claimed more in the post that once she confronted him over these messages being found, that he also confessed to much more, such as that he enjoys not asking people for their ages because messaging them and not knowing the age is part of the appeal.
Ew!
Weist went to Discord to respond to these allegations, not denying any of them, but instead saying that he went to therapy after he was found.
Wow, that's a first. I don't really see people ever post receipts of them going to therapy, but, you know, going to therapy doesn't stop you from being a child predator. Let's just establish that fact.
And Kayla also alleged that Weist's current girlfriend knew about the allegations and was hiding them or not really interested. And there was a whole back and forth that spawned from that between Weist, his current girlfriend, and Kayla. There's a lot to get into, so let's just jump in. Welcome to the internet versus Weist. It starts when Buttered Kayla tweets out, "I'm deleting this tomorrow and I never want to see or hear his name again. The man I dated in 2023. I'll keep to only the information that matters right now. One night while we were together, Weist left his phone in my bathroom while he was sleeping, and I went through it. I found several accounts on different platforms, underage roleplay on Twitter, hidden Snapchat accounts, etc. On Instagram, on a private account in his messages, was 4 attempts to message a 12-year-old girl.
Oh my god.
Her age was unmistakably indicated in her bio. In 2026, I still cannot escape flashbacks of the photos of this little girl smiling with her friends. When I confronted him about what I found, he admitted to everything and way more, including sleeping with an 18-year-old fan a year prior, to sending and receiving photos from people in which, quote, the appeal was that I didn't know if they were underage or not, end quote, with a list of things in between, each one more horrifying than the next. He admitted to everything so fluidly and completely that in retrospect, I believe that he was getting off on saying it out loud. I've been struggling with staying silent on this for years. I still have not fully processed what happened, and because of this, and out of fear of being known as the girl that dated the guy that got aired by a 12-year-old, I kept quiet, coping by selfishly telling myself that he wasn't in immediate danger to anyone, and if I told the people around him, it would be enough. It was brought to my attention yesterday that this man is publicly tweeting about wanting children. Even if you want to live in the delusion that someone would not harm their own child, children have friends, and I believe that this man would be a danger to each and every one of them. I have evidence, and the evidence is being sent where it needs to go. I will not speak on the experience of others, but I want you to keep in mind, I have already privately told the people closest to him, they do not care. These types of people travel in packs, and you are not eating at a table that disgusts you." Then there is a deleted reply, but we were able to find a screenshot of it, where Chayaka replies to Buttered Kayla by saying, "Why do you tell this story now and not right after you found out?" And Kayla replies, "I told the people around him as soon as I could stomach saying it out loud. Social media is my job, and none of my followers give a fuck. He threatened to end himself, and lied to convince me that he wasn't a threat to anyone. I'm saying something now because he was tweeting shit fantasizing about having children of his own." And just for context, what Kayla is referencing is this tweet by Weist on screen.
Just imagine my future as a dev. Kids in their front, pub stomping with my... Oh man.
Where he said, "Just imagine my future as a dad, pub stomping with my kids and their friends, making sure they learn about gaming the right way and teaching them about PvP. Man." Then over on Clipped Live, Blue Diamond posts Weist responding to the situation with a caption.
So he did admit it. See, this is why I like this channel already. It goes through everything chronologically because I don't even know where I would find this screenshot.
Update. To follow up on the breaking Weist story, this is what he said in regards to the allegations made against him. And it's Weist saying, "I am so sorry, everyone. I am so ashamed. I never wanted this to be so public. These things happened in 2020, and since then I have done the mental health work to change. She confronted me in 2023, months after she saw evidence of my attempted solicitation. We continued something of a relationship with each other until we separated for unrelated reasons. I have never went beyond attempting to establish digital contact with the minor. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I was too sick in the head to say no to it."
Oh god, I was too sick in the head to say no to it? Yeah, that's somebody who's a danger to children.
My ex Kayla was suffering with what she feared I would do in the future if I ever had children of my own, so she decided to share the absolute worst of it with Twitter.
As she fucking should.
I have been in Northeast Texas for a few days visiting my grandma, but I am boarding my flight home to Atlanta now. I don't know when I will be able to face you all on camera, but I want to publicly own my mistakes because you deserve to know what I've done. I completely understand if any of you want to completely cut ties and leave this community. I have changed, and I've been changed for many years now, but you don't have to forgive me or trust me. I deserve that treatment, and as much as I feared this day, I knew it would have to come. Please understand that I do not struggle with that sickness, and I haven't for many years.
Oh God, no. Say, like at the top, I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I was too sick in the head to say no to it. Then he says, please, I do not struggle with that sickness. I haven't for many years. Woo! Yeah, la 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 la. That is bad. Very, very bad. Holy shit.
Child abuse creates a child abuse, and I stopped when I realized I was on my way to becoming a cog in that machine. For anyone who has been around for a few years, you've seen me change, but you don't have to forgive me. I hope I can re-earn your trust, but I will accept your disappointment either way. You're justified in your anguish at what you're finding out today. I will never fully forgive myself for stooping so low, but I believe people can change. I hope to continue to be proof of that. Then Confusing Opinion tweets out these screenshots in a clip, and the screenshot is Weast saying in his Discord, here's the receipts from when I was doing in-person therapy, attaching receipts from years back of multiple different therapy visits, and then he attaches this clip of Nicholas DiOrio.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm owning this. People are mad at me for saying this. One, I think 80% of influencers don't actually go to therapy. All right, and for the 20% that
That's
do,
true.
I don't fucking care about it. The therapy is for you, so you stop being a total fucking creep. When you come back, you can't justify it by saying, well, I went to 2 years of fucking therapy. Nobody cares if you went to fucking therapy. That's for you. That's your points. You become a better person. You don't leverage that shit on me for my fucking emotions. Doesn't work like that, okay?
I agree with Nicholas DiOrio so much with this.
I'm not the fucking therapist. I don't get the fucking... I don't give you the $200 for pass and go, okay? Fuck off.
And Nick DiOrio responds to the post by saying, no way. Damsel then quote tweets the original allegation with the screenshot of the message.
Look, I'm a big Nicholas DiOrio fan. I love watching his streams. I don't get to catch him all the time, but I find his position on things and issues to be very, very rational and consistent, and that's why I like watching his streams when I can catch him.
Messages that we just read, and Mosif replies, when I was a freshman at SFASU in college 2018, on more than one occasion, he tried getting me drunk so I would have sex with him and his girlfriend at the time. I was 18. I wanted to make new friends on campus. Him, 20 or 21, and his girlfriend, 21, wanted in my pants. And Damsel replies, that's awful. I'm so sorry that happened. And Mosif says, it's okay. I knew he was a fucking weirdo, but I didn't know it ran this deep. Buttered Kayla then replies to this post of Weast admitting to everything by saying, he's lying by the way. It was not 2020. The most recent message was November 25th, 2021. Then she attaches this screenshot of Instagram DMs that is censored, where this is allegedly the 12-year-old that Weast was trying to message, and we see multiple attempts to message. We have July 8th, 2020, where he says hi, July 13th, 2020, where he says what's up to the 12-year-old, July 21st, 2020, where he says,
what is up with men and understanding, like, if you send, granted, we're talking about a 12-year-old here, but I'm speaking in general terms, like, if somebody doesn't respond to you, why do you keep saying, like, hi, what's up, hi, what's up, hi, what's up? Like, even if I'm talking to an adult and we're, like, on a date, we get each other's numbers. If I try to initiate a conversation 4 or 5 times, which I wouldn't do, usually I only do twice. I'll send somebody a message, be like, hey, what's up? Send them another message. If they don't reply, I'd leave it as that. Like, get the picture, dude. That 12-year-old doesn't want to talk to you, fucking weirdo. Fucking creep.
Says hi.
Pervert.
And then November 25th, 2021, over a year later, where he says hi again. And Stranger replies, Jesus Christ. Even if it wasn't a kid, these messages are humiliating on their own. Ick. Then Weast's current girlfriend gets involved, S, and she is replying here to a deleted post. We don't know what this post said, but it was some post by Kayla, the accuser. And S replies, can you deadass leave me alone, bro? Like, genuinely fucking leave me out of this already. I haven't done anything other than explain to people how finding out this way has fucking crushed me, and that it all feels weird because I know how you felt about me for a long time. Leave me alone. I've been begging you. I don't want to talk about this shit anymore. You know this. I haven't slept for over 30 hours because of what I found out here, and you keep trying to paint me as a villain for simply being upset that you didn't come to me personally. This is fucked up, bro. Leave me alone. I'm not spreading any lies about you. I was venting mid-panic about how you have definitely watched our streams in the past, and how you caused me anxiety because I know you've talked shit about me without ever knowing me. I have 2 proof images dated in November 24. I don't know anything about what he is doing. I don't care to. It is none of my business anymore. anymore and I don't want to be involved. Just knowing this has been so fucking triggering I can't even sleep. Just leave me alone, man. All I wanted was an apology for not telling me sooner. Buttered Kayla then quote tweets her own original post by saying, "It feels wrong to take this down, but I will not be going back and forth about it anymore. I have several full admissions from him, not just to me, but admissions to other people as well. Unless him or the other people around him continue to lie on my name, I do not ever want to talk about it again. I have said this privately, but I am sorry to the other women involved for not contacting her directly. I believed that I had done my due diligence to confirm that she knew. He is a liar and a master manipulator. Do not blame her. It took time for me to come to terms with what he did to me and to others, and I did not give her the grace that she deserved. I handled a lot of this situation with anger, due to years of panic building up over the idea that he could do it again. I'm sorry for any pain he has caused in the years I kept silence." Buttered Kayla then also posts a text between herself and Weast with the caption, "Weast is making jokes, lying, and rewriting history in his Discord, and to his friends. You will never hear the truth from him. Ever. He is going to blame, project, and manipulate every chance he has. I'm sorry for my language in these messages, but I'm done." And the messages start with Weast saying, "I understand why you tweeted what you did. I'm sorry for everything. I just saw the tweet. I'm visiting my family, so I didn't see it until now." And then she sends what appears to be Twitter DMs from a user where the user says, "Just wanted to let you know, but in his sub-channel, S and Weast are accusing you of just being a jealous ex and stalking them for months." And for context, S is Weast's current girlfriend, and then Kayla replies, "I'm sure they are, dude. I've had them blocked for like 2 years." And then Kayla messages Weast saying, "Are you stupid? Jealous ex is insane when you were telling me that you were in love with me days before you went public with your current girlfriend. I do not give a fuck about you. I do not give a fuck about your girlfriend. You are a master manipulator, but it will not work on me twice. I'm sorry your girlfriend is too deep to realize what you are, but you cannot lie your way out of this. Do not speak my fucking name ever again. I have screenshots of everything, dude. Like, what the fuck are you doing?" And Weast replies, "I'm sorry, Kayla. I don't know what to do. I just wanted to keep living." And Kayla says, "I know when those Snapchats were. I know when you fucked that 18-year-old. I don't give a fuck if you wanted to keep living. You lying on my name is insane. Correct yourself." And Weast replies, "I don't want to defend myself or argue with you or argue against the truth."
21 plus and over is a new personal rule. Absolutely, Rez. Absolutely.
And then
I also want to say thank you for your membership for, I think you hit like 4 months recently. So thank you, Rez.
Kayla says, "Dude, you were telling me you..."
Oh, look at that. I can actually see, look at your little, you have the Ahsoka. Oh, that's so cool. I can actually see the little moat next to your name. Look at that. That's the little Star Wars Ahsoka helmet. I actually haven't seen it next to somebody's name yet.
"You were in love with me days before going public with your current girlfriend, and you're trying to call me a jealous ex in your fucking Discord server. You threatened to end yourself and manipulated me into feeling bad for you. I do not feel bad for you anymore." And Weast says, "I just wanted to move on and be better, and I have been." And Kayla says, "Deja vu. Correct yourself." And Weast replies, "I will try my best. I just don't know where to go from here." And Kayla says, "You can stop using my name for the rest of your fucking life for starters. You said that I put the worst of it on Twitter. I put the mild shit on Twitter. This is insane. I literally cannot believe that you are still fucking lying." And Weast replies, "If I wanted to make a public statement, I need to be able to address everything and admit the truth. But I don't..."
I mean, what is there to address though? Like, you address everything and admit the truth. What are you admitting to truth of? It's already been established that you like message a 12-year-old. It's been established that you're into people who are minors.
Have any of the evidence personally." And she says, "You're already lying in your Discord server when the evidence is in front of your fucking face. I woke your ass up immediately after getting off the phone with Redacted, told you what I found, and broke up with you. I have proof of that. I have witnesses. I have proof of these Snapchats. I have the usernames. You left your passwords on my computer. Correct yourself." And Weast says, "What do you want me to say publicly? Like, actually, how can I continue on with any future?" And she replies, "Delete the message in your server, tell your girlfriend the truth, and get her to shut the fuck up. The actual truth. I didn't dump it on her because I didn't want her to end up as fucked up as I am right now. Delete your message from your server and write a new one with the truth. You did it. You're sorry. Leave me out of it. There's no doubt in my mind that your girlfriend thinking that I gave a fuck about you or her is entirely your fault. You should not feel safe tweeting about wanting children. You should not feel safe ever. Every move you make, you should be scared of getting caught. Fuck you." And Weast says, "I just want a normal future." And she replies, "Fuck you. You did it. You're sorry. I never want to see or hear that name come out of your mouth again. Delete your fucking message in that server. Delete any message that has my name. Take the YouTube videos with me down. You do not know how bad this can fucking get, dude." And Weast says, "I will delete them. I'm pretty sure all the videos are deleted." And she replies, I did you a favor all these years. You weren't safe. The things that you did do not deserve a normal future, and I will never feel bad for you again. And all of your friends that told me that your girlfriend knew, I believe them. Completely oblivious people don't respond like that. People that are embarrassed and frustrated respond like that. And Weiss says, I'm sorry, Kayla. I never meant to hurt you. And Kayla replies, brother, I do not care about you or our relationship. To be honest, I don't remember most of it. The traumatizing things are the ones that really stick out. And Weiss says, I truly do hope you can get peace. And she replies, I hope you never do. I have people looking out for the clarification. I want to remind you, you cannot wait this out. You will not get away with lying about this. The fact that you are lying on my name is so egotistical that it could literally only come from you. And Weiss replies, I don't want to argue with you. I don't plan on waiting this out. I just need time. And she says, is the message gone? And Weiss replies, my
great-grandma's dying.
Grandma is dying. She didn't remember my name yesterday, and I just saw her for what I believe is the last time. And Kayla says, is the message gone? And Weiss says, I believe I deleted the right message just now. And Kayla replies, do not ever say my fucking name again. Tell your girlfriend to never say my fucking name again. I've had you guys blocked and have kept you as far out of my fucking head as I possibly could since the last time I saw you. Sometimes you don't realize how insanely fucked up someone is until you're out of the circle of abuse. You fucked me while I was unconscious more than once. You touched me in my sleep.
Jesus, fuck.
You are evil. I will never feel bad for you again. And Weiss replies, I'm so sorry for the suffering I caused you. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you healing. And Kayla said,
from the bottom of my heart, I wish you healing. What? This Weiss guy is nuts.
You can structure these messages all you want. Evidence is evidence. Go fuck yourself. And Weiss says, I'm just sorry. And she replies, if you were sorry, you wouldn't be trying to cover your ass by calling me a jealous ex in your Discord server, you fucking loser. And Weiss replies, that wasn't either of us. That was people in the server coming to that conclusion. And Kayla replies, and then what did you say? Because I know you didn't correct them. And your girlfriend thinks I give a fuck about you guys also. Which means that you try to cover your ass ahead of time to try to make me look crazy. Like a fucking psychopath. I've been in a relationship for well over a year. If you disappear tomorrow, I would not notice. And Weiss says, you were popping into my Twitch chat for months after S and I started dating. I saw your username in there multiple times. And Kayla says, 3 years ago? Get a fucking grip, my dude. And you had Chatterino on my computer. Saying you saw me in your chat several times 3 years ago and that's proof that I'm a jealous ex trying to ruin your reputation is the most brain-dead fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. And Weiss replies, it wasn't 3 years ago. And she says, 2 years ago.
Oh
and
my
Weiss
God.
says, it was after me and S started dating. And Kayla says, genuinely, who gives a fuck? Bro, you dated us at the same time. You were telling me you were in love with me days before you guys went public. How stupid are you? And Weiss says, do you have proof of that? Because I was no contact with you before her and I met in person. And Kayla says, I didn't say met in person. And Weiss replies, I didn't go public with a relationship until we met in person. And Kayla replies, dude, before people started messaging me that she was posting about you on her story, I literally do not give a fuck about any of this. You are a fucking liar. My point is that you are a fucking liar. You lied today. You literally will never stop lying. You cannot get around me. You cannot talk me in a circle. I know what a good relationship looks like now. And you are a piece of garbage. You are literally a rapist and a pedophile. And Weiss replies, please leave me alone. This has been going on for too long. You've publicly stated it. Now please leave it be so I can take accountability for it. You said you didn't want to hear my name again. Please just leave me alone. And she replies, if I ever hear that you or your girlfriend has said my name publicly or privately again, I'm not sugarcoating anymore. And Weiss replies, please leave her out of this. She doesn't deserve this treatment. She hasn't done anything. But I will try to address your tweet without mentioning you. And Kayla says, I don't care if she hasn't done anything. I do not want to hear that she's speaking about me. That's your responsibility to handle. And Kayla replies to the part about addressing the tweet without mentioning her by saying, do not try. Do not mention our relationship. Do not allude to me. Say that you did it. You're sorry. That's it. Some things came out about me. I did it. I'm sorry. No, she's put the worst stuff on Twitter. Nothing. If I could be associated with you any less, I would give anything for it. If you lie about the dates, I will be there to correct you. And so will everybody else. If you mention my name, I will be there to correct you. And so will everybody else. And Weiss replies, then please, let this be the last time we speak. And Kayla says, if you fucking lie, if you white lie, if you exaggerate, if you allude to something that is not true, I will be there to correct you, and so will everyone else. I will not let you get away with this, and I will not let you associate me with you anymore. The second you're done lying, I will be gone. And Weiss replies, okay, I've already agreed. Please leave. And then Kayla shows messages she received from someone on Twitter.
Isn't it probably still has 1 or 2 messages, and then the last time he messaged her was 2020. The message accusing you of stalking and harassing them are still up since they're mostly from
where this user says he deleted his initial apology, but he still has 1 or 2 messages saying the last time he messaged that child was in 2020. The messages accusing you of stalking and harassing them are still up, since they're mostly from S. And Kayla says, you're a fucking idiot. You literally just told me that it wasn't you guys. Take that shit down right now. When I tell you that you do not want to fuck with me, I am so dead serious. And Weast replies, I'm sorry, it's deleted. And she says, I have people watching your every fucking word. Choose them carefully. Your girlfriend too. Everything that she says qualifies as you now because she's continued to stay with you. And then there's a message from what appears to be S where she says something that's cut off. I can't see the whole message, but she looks like she's saying she would show up when we streamed and I couldn't even take it, man. Just a constant lingering is what it looks like it says. And Weast replies, I deleted that, but only because you claim you simply had Chatterino open on your desktop. To us, it was creepy, but if what you say is true, then it's a simple misunderstanding. And Kayla replies, you're literally the one who put it on my computer. Tell her the truth, and may you both never feel safe saying my name again. Then there is what appears to be a message from Weast's mother, where she
This is Jay's mom.
Messaged Kayla back in 2023 asking if Weast was out of surgery, and then the other day messaged her again saying, why are you trying to ruin my son's life? If you was so concerned that he was messaging a minor, why did you continue to date him for 10 months after that? You would never harm a child. Those are serious allegations you're making, and I'm asking you politely to remove your post on Twitter and any other social platform it may be on. Why after all this time would you try and blast him like that? You know his career is on the line because of your accusations. So if you have any decency, please take it down. If anything happens to my son, it will be your fault. And Kayla says, 2 of your family members have already contacted me. Do not respond and tell everyone around you to leave me the fuck alone. Then she says, if you do not get your girlfriend out of my replies, I will post a screen recording of this entire conversation. I do not want to hear from either of you ever again. The fact that she's even still in my replies shows that you are still lying to her. End it now. I'll post the screenshots of you admitting everything to Red also, so that you guys can't try to say it's me causing this problem. I have been tortured by you two long enough. Then after these screen recordings dropped by Kayla, S, who is Weast's girlfriend that we talked about earlier, continued to post on Twitter saying, I begged her to leave me the fuck alone in DMs and never contact me again because this shit has been horrifying, and she still fucking DM'd me some more shit before blocking me. Now posted screen recordings where I'm named. Kayla, leave me out of this challenge. I'm so fucking scared. I'm so fucking annoyed. I'm so fucking exhausted. Please just fucking go away. Please, bro. Please. How many times do I have to repeat, I am a victim and you keep fucking throwing this shit in my face like I've done something? Please, for the love of God, if you care about literally any victim, leave me alone forever, dude. And then there's DMs between her and Kayla where it starts where she says, it's so bad. Never speak to me again. Thank you. And Kayla replies, I'm sorry about how you found out. I was told by several people that you knew. I assume you did not read the text I sent last night, but it is your boyfriend admitting to everything, on top of admitting to sexually assaulting me, admitting to lying to you, admitting to lying in Discord. I want this to be over more than anything else in the fucking world. If I never hear that you or him are speaking about me again, you will never hear from me again. I have screenshots of him admitting to everything to several people. Please, I need you and your boyfriend to stay out of my replies, stop talking about me, and leave me alone. I am sorry about how you found out. I did the best I could, outside of contacting you. My abuser is current, and then the text is cut off. S then replies, every time I've made a point, she has either blocked me, dodged the question, or deleted her post/comment. In the DMs though, she told me it was my friend's responsibility to tell me, but you're the one with the info? Whatever. She said she would delete it in 2 days. It's still up. She said she contacted the FBI and then deleted that too. She blew up his phone last night while throwing me around and then posted it this morning. Do you want to never talk about him again or not, bro? I'm just confused. I am not defending him. I never fucking will. But I am allowed to defend myself and also speak in the fucking insanity in the way this is being handled. You very clearly need to be talking to someone and not fucking messaging him 100 times from your email, bro. Just leave it alone. And then she makes a separate post saying, now I'm getting messages from my stepdad that my mom is talking about ending herself. I just had to hide the gun in my house because I didn't want him to end himself in it. What the fuck is my life? I don't deserve this man. I should be the one everyone is worried about. I don't know how to deal. I don't. I really don't, bro. At least I can get divorced with my mom. Ha, I'm joking. But I can't even handle any more tears. I don't know what to do anymore. I just want some peace. I've called my mom. She is fine. It was just my stepdad going around throwing shit around because she is leaving him. I'm talking with her right now about everything going on. She then makes a separate post saying, I'm not going to argue with anyone anymore about this. I will handle things how I see fit, and it is my God-given right to keep that private. I am a victim of child molestation X3, and to demand anything of me from this is absolutely asinine. This behavior is unreal. This should have been handled with a court, but it wasn't. It was handled like petty high schoolers, aired out for the world and me to find out. Please let this be the last time I feel the need to say anything. Femstud Miriam replies, wait, weren't you and Weast dating? Or what the fuck did I miss? What the fuck is going on? And S replies, yes. And Femstud says, Jesus fucking Christ. And Nessa says, my life is imploding, and it's being thrown around in the internet for cookie points. I'm so ill, bro. I'm so fucking ill. I hate content creators forever. And Fimstud says, girl, delete this app. This shit is low curcumentally damaging you, and it's best to avoid it. As with all bad stuff, it'll pass. The sun still rises tomorrow type shit. And Nessa says, I will. I just have to make it very clear to everyone that I am not involved as much as she is trying to make it seem. All I've done is speak of my experience with her, and she's using it to pretend I'm lying about shit. I won't discuss it anymore now, but yeah, I'm tired. There's also another tweet by Kayla where she says, I put in a tip to the FBI several days ago. More victims are coming forward about him and his mods. I don't care what people think about why or how I came forward. It was past time, and there's more than enough proof of that, especially now. Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives Kiko, Salsal, Coldest Bandito, Captain Crashout, and Papa God. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you all in the next episode.
Interesting. Wow, that was a lot. I swear those people were Slazo detractors at one point. Do you guys remember the Slazo stuff? The guy who was accused of a bunch of horrible things and came out that it was all lies. Oh my god, man. This is so crazy. There's so much goddamn creepy stuff on the internet with these people and all these creators. Like, can people just be normal? Please? I'm confused. Didn't you retire? Yeah, I retired as a job. I made a follow-up video actually clarifying I'm still around on the internet. Clearly, you're watching a live stream right now, but I retired in 2023. I retired YouTube as a job. That means that I don't do this for money. I mean, I do, but it's not like I have a job now and I have a career, and it's a really good job. So I don't need to really focus on YouTube. And plus, like, it was getting to the point, sometimes good things have to end, right? I did my top tier YouTube run. I got millions and millions of views. I was really a big creator at one point, and now I'm not. I'm a small guy. I'm not really relevant these days, and I like it. I like it that way. I like being smaller. I can interact with people, talk with chats. It's more enjoyable. YouTube's fun now. I think one of the biggest mistakes that I made over the years was turning something that I enjoyed into a job, like YouTube. I started off for fun, as a way to vent, and then I turned that into, oh, I can make a bunch of money, and I just hyper focus on that, and I made it into a career which worked for 10 plus years. But at the end of the day, it's not something that I can retire on, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't give me health insurance. At the end of the day, my paycheck could be $5,000, and then the next month my CPM rate drops, and then I only make $500, right? Like, it's not really worth having that level of instability for finances. So I chose to go back to school in 2023, finish another degree of mine, got my commercial driver's license, and now I'm a commercial driver. And it's honestly the best decision I've made. Sorry if that's a long response, Sinful, but yeah. I've retired it as a job. Now you just get to sit here with me as I live stream once a week and very rarely upload a dedicated video because I just don't really care anymore to upload dedicated videos. Dude, YouTube is like wild now. YouTube likes live streams. YouTube doesn't reward long form content like it used to. YouTube's changed a lot. Ever since YouTube Shorts has come out, YouTube's really decayed in terms of content, in my opinion. So here I am. Here I am, guys. Oh man, what else do we have? Let me see here. I don't know, I accidentally closed my document folder. I had a docket of a couple more things I wanted to talk about. So we were at, how long we've been streaming? 2 hours and 14 minutes. I'll stream a little bit longer, but I will look for you on the road whenever you guys see a big truck. Well, if you ever want to see me on the road, just come to downtown Seattle. So, because I don't drive semis, I drive articulated coaches. So you know those big accordion buses with the middle things that bend, the really long ones. I think they're 60-foot, 75-foot long buses. That's what I drive, and I make just as much as a normal truck driver would. I made $75,000 last year which is pretty damn good for a first year job. I didn't make that last year on YouTube. Last year, I think I made like 15K, and then the year before that, I made like 30K off YouTube. The year before that was like 50, but it's just like nothing gets taken out of taxes, right? You don't get any insurance. You don't get anything really. And then at the end of the day, it's solely dependent on you guys. And I don't feel comfortable forcing or being in a position where I have to rely upon other people to get through the day, you know, or to pay my rent, to pay my bills. I just don't like relying upon people. Like if you donate or you become a member of the channel right now, I would love that. But at the end of the day, I don't need that in order to continue to do what I do. And I think that's where a lot of streamers mess up. I feel like a lot of creators really mess up because they get so comfortable with relying upon other people for donations that becomes what they expect. And then when you don't meet that goal, then you're stressed. And I don't know. I like to be self-sustainable, man. Self-sustainability is important to me. You'd be hitting every curb and bump in that accordion bus. Yeah, you know, when I was learning to drive it, I still remember the first day that I sat down in an articulated bus, right, with the big accordion thing, and it was terrifying. It was scary. My whole class, when we were all learning to drive that, it was terrifying. It's weird because what's actually really interesting about those big, long, articulated buses, right, is that visually, when you make a turn, right, you think that, oh, I'm not going to be able. It is your turns are different than a normal bus. Like a 75-foot versus a 40-foot bus is a big difference when you make turns. Your volume is very low for you. It shouldn't be. You can make sure your YouTube thing's turned up. I'll turn this up a little bit higher. When you make turns with those big, long, articulated buses, 60, 70-foot buses, the rear wheels actually, it's fascinating how it works. The rear wheels of the bus turn with your front wheels. So when I turn like this and making a right or left-hand turn, the back wheels also turn. So the back end of your bus literally perfectly follows where you're turning. The only thing about your turns is you just have to go a little farther out into an intersection or into a turn before you turn. But it's essentially the same way you drive a 40-foot bus. You just have to wait a few seconds longer before you make a turn, or else you're gonna go over the curb and run somebody over. But yeah, it's scary, but they drive really smooth, the articulated buses. And they fit a lot more people. I always have people on my bus. When I have a full bus, people always complain. They're like, oh my God, this bus there's too many people. It's too crowded. But then when I have an articulated bus, nobody ever complains because it can fit like quadruple the amount of people. The only bad thing about it is they don't really have a lot of power. They're really slow. But yeah, so I'm sorry that was a long-winded reply to the question of, I thought you were tired, but yeah, I'm still around. I'll always be around. Let's see. Is there anything else on YouTube going on right now? Let me pull up Twitter right now, see if there's anything going on, any trending stuff going on. How's your guys' Fridays? Got any plans? Tonight, I'm actually gonna see Lord of the Rings for the first time in theaters in years. I'm really, really excited for that. I don't know if you guys saw, but Lord of the Rings is coming out for its 25th anniversary. So I am going to see that tonight around 9 o'clock. I'm super excited, man. I'm probably going to cry like a little baby bitch, though, because I love Lord of the Rings so much. It's like, that's what I grew up watching. I saw that stuff in theaters. So the fact that I haven't seen it in theaters in 25 years, and tonight I get to see it, I'm excited. I am excited. All right, what's trending on the YouTubes? Oh, you know what would be? You know what? Should I open some Pokemon cards live on stream? I've never done that, have I? Have I opened Pokemon cards live on stream before? I got some Pokemon cards to open. I actually opened some Surging Sparks the other day, and I actually got a I got a $100 card, which I was shocked about. That's the highest card I've ever gotten, which is pretty cool. But I got some... Actually... Oh, yeah. I got these out of the vending machine the other day. I got 4 of these. This Surging Sparks. I could open them. I don't know. I've never done a rip on live stream. Maybe I could make that into a thing. Because one of the layovers I have up in Seattle, there's a vending machine, and I'm there like every few hours because that's where I lay over. And this vending machine, especially during the noon, I always get good stuff. Like the vending machine is almost always stocked all the time because most students can't check the vending machines in the middle of the afternoon, so it's really nice. You literally have a live action Silent Hill 2 movie. What live action Silent Hill 2 movie? I need to play the Silent Hill game, man. Is it the remake? That's my cat right there, Lucky, in the corner. Extended editions? Yes, they are the Lord of the Rings extended editions. Of course. Come on, you gotta watch the extended editions. Anything else is heresy. How did you get the license to drive a public service vehicle? PSV. You mean commercial? Well, in America, it's commercial driver's license. I don't know if it's different in different area, but so in America, you have to go through a commercial driving class. So you have to sign up for a class, and it's like a literal classroom. You sit down, you go through all this curriculum on like commercial driving laws and stuff about the trucks and information, take notes, and then you take a test. Once you pass the test, though, you take out like a copy test. Once you do that, then you spend a whole week or 2 weeks driving these commercial driver vehicles in a lot, like a specified area, and you do these. You drive forward, you have these cones, and you have to do a full backup and like reverse backup with these buses, and you just practice and practice and practice and practice and practice, and then eventually, hopefully you get good enough, and then you have to go to schedule a test with the Washington DMV for a commercial drive. Well, it's not the Washington DMV. There's certified DMV places that certify you on CDL license. So then you know how you do a normal drive test like a normal car? You essentially do that with a CDL instructor, and they're way more strict. Like super, super strict. And you have to, I think it was like, you have to get like I think it was like a 90% score or something. It's really high. And I'm not even going to lie, dude. My first 2 times, I failed. I failed twice my first time doing the CDL exam, the actual driving exam. And it wasn't because of driving. It's because you have to, oh my God, it's so nerve-wracking. When you're doing the test, so before you even drive the bus or truck or anything, you have to do pre-inspections. They're called pre-trips. Like it's a legal requirement in your state to do these pre-trips. And you have to go and walk around the bus or the truck, and you have to list all of these things like that you're checking to make sure that everything's okay and it's ready to go on the road. But the hardest part is you have to say things verbatim. Like, how do I explain this? Like, I don't know. Let's say you're looking at the truck's wheels. You have to say something like, I don't see any brake splits or cracks in the wheel wells. All lug nuts are intact, are not missing, and are properly secure. The mirror is properly cleaned. There's no damage. The wipers are working fluently. There are no cracks, damages. Like, literally every piece of goddamn of the truck, you have to verbally say to this examiner out loud, and you have to word, if you don't word it properly, or if you miss a word, like if it's faded, cracked, or missing, let's say you miss the word crack, they'll strike you and you lose a point. I'm dead ass, man. It's like, oh, and for me that's super hard. Like when I have to memorize exactly the phrasing of every particular part and word it. It's not cracked, phased, or missing. Not and certain parts have different descriptors for that thing. So it was hard. That's what I failed on the first 2 times. It wasn't driving. I passed. First time I did the driving, I passed it. That was my 3rd attempt because it goes in stages. You have to do your pre-trip. That's the first stage. And then you get in the bus and you do a pre-trip in the bus. And then you have to do your air brakes test, which is pretty easy, but you have to do that. And then that's a separate thing. And then you do the driving. So pretty much there's 3 different parts of the commercial driver's exam that you have to do. And you have to pass each one of them before you get to the next one. It was stressful, dude. And I failed. Again, I failed twice. Because I missed a word, or I didn't get a high enough score on the descriptors of shit, and it was discouraging, and it's expensive as fuck to take. But again, the driving I passed without a breeze, but it was everything else prior to that was just, it's a lot. I don't know what it's like in other countries though, commercial driving, but at least in America that's how it was. You can also get certified on different class of licenses too. That is true. Yes. Along with the licenses are different types of endorsements. So there's a tanker endorsement, a hazmat endorsement. So you have your license, a A, B, a C, and then with under those types of licenses, there's also endorsements which certify you for certain things like driving a school bus, driving hazard, driving a tanker, things like that. Driving a manual transmission. I had the opportunity to do a manual I was like, fuck no, I don't want to drive the manual. I know how to drive a manual transmission, but truck manual transmissions are a whole nother deal. Instead of like a normal, I don't know, 4 to 6 speed manual transmission that you would have in a traditional car, it is like, I'm not even joking, like 16 gears, 18 gears, and then there's half gears in the gears. So let's say you're in gear 6, in between gear 6 and gear 8, there's half. So there's like 6.5 gear and then 7.5 gear. It's like, what? That's too much. Too many gears. I can go up to 1 to 6. That's as much as I can. I've driven a 4-speed and a 6-speed. That's all I've ever done. Nothing more than that. Please. Can't do it. I got a random response to a 2-year-old comment of a guy having a meltdown about the, quote, the bus driver doesn't deserve to be thanked. He didn't do anything for you. Jesus. People should be more thankful to bus drivers. Honestly, we deal with a lot of shit. People really don't. Like, I know a lot of people have bad experiences with bus drivers, and like some of bus drivers are assholes. And I kind of understand why they're assholes, because we do get treated like shit. We are a public service, and we provide a service to people who are really ungrateful that we're even providing that service to begin with. And like, if people are nice to me and treat me with respect, I will always be nice to other people and treat them with respect. But if you come up to me and you're just super rude and get in my face and mad that, excuse me, why are you 7 minutes late? I was supposed to leave here at this particular time. Well, first off, bitch. This is a public service. This is a public bus. If you want to be on time, hire an Uber or a taxi or learn to drive yourself. I didn't say that, obviously. No, what I actually told the lady was, I said, hey, my company's hiring drivers. You're more than welcome to apply. And she scoffed at me. True story. She scoffed at me. I'm like, if you're gonna bitch about, it's a public bus, bro. You know what makes the public bus so difficult for people? Is the fact that when I pull up to a bus stop in downtown Seattle, these people who have been sitting there for 30, 40 minutes, okay? 30, 40 minutes, they've been sitting at the bus stop. They pull out their purse or wallet, and then they start going through everything to pull out their $3 or their bus card. So for 30, 40 minutes, you've been standing at the bus stop. You have not went to your purse. You have not taken out your wallet, nothing. So then you're standing in front of me at the bus stop, getting onto the bus, saying, oh, I got to find my wallet. And you're spending 2 minutes to find an item while there's people behind you. If I do that 10 times at 10 different stops, I'm now 20 minutes late. That's how easy time stacks up as a driver, right? Just take the time to take your wallet out. You've been standing at the bus, go in your purse, take out the dimes, take out the dollar, whatever, even if you don't want to pay. Oh, that's the one thing that does upset me, is when people get on the bus, they go through their pockets like this. I kid you not, dude. They're like this. I'm not even this, and they're just doing this for like a full minute. And they just keep going, and they don't stop. They're like, I gotta. You know what I do? if it's more than 30 seconds, I tell them just go sit down, ma'am, go sit down, go, because I can't stand it. They will literally sit there until I say something like just go ahead, because they clearly don't have the money, and that's fine. I don't care about the money. I don't care if people pay or don't pay. I'm one of those bus drivers, man. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you have $30. If you want to pay, pay. If you do pay, cool. If you don't pay, get the fuck down. Just go sit down, you motherfucker. Like I run on time points. I have to be at a certain place at a certain time. I like to be on time. I like to be efficient. I like to, when I'm in work mode, I'm in work mode. I drive. I'm driving, right? I'm driving on the highway. I'm driving up and down Bellevue. I'm in work mode. So when I have these people who just fucking waste my goddamn time, all these other people are waiting for this one other person who's setting us back 5 minutes. That 5 minutes turns into 10. That 10 turns into 25. And I can't make up time. Buses are slow. So when I'm behind 25, 30 minutes, I'm behind and I can't do shit. I can't make that up. And then the worst part of all is that 20, 30 minutes that I'm late then goes into my time, because I'm supposed to have a layover break in between certain full trips. So I'll do like a half trip, or I'll do a full trip, and then I'll get maybe a 10-minute break. Sometimes I get a 30-minute break. But when I'm super, super late, I don't even get that. And I don't even get a bathroom break or anything like that. And there are times where I have to force myself to stop to go to the bathroom because I'm like, dude, I can't hold this for another hour. Hello, Zare Watts. How are you? How am I feeling? I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling okay. You know what? Let's do it. Let's open. I've never done this. Let's open some cards. Sound good? Sound good, guys? Let's open 4 Pokemon packs. Never done this on stream. Can you imagine if I actually got like the Pokemon's the Pop Pikachu Surging Sparks pack on this? It'd be amazing, because mind you, all these cards that I have are all traditional. I paid retail price for these, so I don't really know. Look, come on. Oh, little Eevee! Gastrodon. Ooh, I like that one. Look, that's pretty. That's not a top card, though. Alright. That's one. We got one. Can we get another one? Unboxing. It really sucks. People forget bus drivers are people too. That is true. They definitely do. The worst part about it though is I found out that I stopped trying to be helpful towards people unless they ask me, because like I've had people in the back of my bus give people wrong directions on like certain bus routes, okay? And they'd be like, they've given them literally wrong things. Like if they take that bus route, they're going to go the wrong direction that they need to go. So I've interjected into people's conversations. I'm like, hey, you know, that's actually wrong. And if you go this way, you'll go on the right way and it's way faster. I've literally had people turn to me and say, shut the fuck up. Did I ask you for help? I'm like, okay, you know what? Now I'm not gonna talk to people. I'm not going to initiate conversations unless they ask me shit, because I get told to fuck off all the time by trying to be a good employee and actually be helpful towards people, and they treat me like shit. So, no, it's unfortunate, but that is the reality. All right, here we go again. Number 2. Bronzor. Applin. Oh, he's so cute. Doug Trio. Nothing that one either. One of these days, guys, I'm going to get a pull from one of these cards, and it's going to be like the top card of a set. I've always wanted to do that. I've never in my life. I've only started opening Pokemon cards though in like the last year, because I've been out of the hobby for so long. So it's unfortunate, but I had a lot of trauma growing up with Pokemon because my parents forced me to get rid of all my original Pokemon stuff because it was demonic. So thanks, Mom and Dad. Appreciate that. Pack 3. Oh, that's a cute. Look at that. That's a cute one. I like that. Ooh, that's cool. I haven't seen that one yet. I don't have this one yet. I do not have that. One of one misprint of ultra mega super hyper rare for sure. I really like. Have you guys like the new Mega Evolution stuff is really good. I like it a lot. Have I ever played TCG simulator games? I played the Pokemon games TCG, but I've never played like the simulation. I know what the simulation games are. I've never actually played it though. My mom convinced me to sell my Pokemon cards at garage sale when I was like 10. All the good cards too. Jesus Christ. I know that's the things that we don't have now that we had as a kid. Discouraging when you realize how much some of the stuff we had was worth. I had an original Charizard card too. And even when I was a kid, man, I kept that stuff up pristine, the condition of everything. So, all right, 4th pack. Oh, I don't have this one either. I don't have Brushix. Oh, ooh, look at that. Gravity Mountain, we got a gold. Look at that. That's a nice... I actually don't know how much this one's worth, but that's a nice one. I like that. Look at the gold edging. What number is this one? This is a... Oh my god, this is a two... Yeah, this is a 250. It's a 250 card. Nice. I don't know how much this one is worth, but yeah. Cool. And then one more. There we go. All right, there we go. That was that. Maybe I should do that more often. Should I undo Pokemon cards more often? Maybe at end of streams and stuff like that. Oh. Mega Starmie is ultra. Oh man, I saw that the Mega Starmie card is really cool. It almost looks like that card almost looks like the Patrick Star where he's like spread out like this and he's wearing fishnets. That's what it looks like to me. Let's see what's on my YouTube. Let's go to my YouTube box really quick here. See if there's anything in my YouTube feed that we could maybe watch before I head off here. Doesn't look like anything really that interesting. So what we're gonna do, guys, I'm gonna head off the stream for today. I want to thank you guys all for being here. If you feel so inclined, please become a member of the channel. Hit that $, become a membership. And yeah, I would love to do this more often, and I will be live streaming next Thursday. Okay, next Thursday at 10 o'clock. I'll probably this weekend I will make a docket and make a thumbnail and put it up on the schedule list. So it'll pop up on your YouTube live feed, so you can with the time slot and everything. But it will be next Thursday. Will be my next live stream. Saturday and Sunday I work. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I work. So I got Thursday, Friday. So next Thursday we'll do another live stream. So yeah. Thank you guys. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for chatting with me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching me unboxing Pokemon cards. Catch you guys next week. Become a member of the channel. Support the sponsor of the channel today, Vance Global, okay? Expand the description box. Click the link, Vance Global. Use code REPSION. Get 20% off any order that you get. Free shipping, ships to all 50 states. But the best part of all is that you're saving money and you get free shipping. And it's no additives, no chemicals. You want to feel high? That's the way to do it. Support Go to Vance Global. I make a 90% commissions rate. So if you spend $50, I make 40% of that. 40%. Yeah. If you spend $40, $50, I make 40. 10, I can't speak percentages. I make a 90% commission. So a large portion of anything that you spend goes directly to me, into my pocket. So thank you guys. And I'll see you guys next Thursday. Deuces.